Twice in a day, right? Super cool. Miss Chin Antler Bing Bong. Hey, friend. Did it just for you, Crystal. There you go. Guys, how about with that live goal? And let's tap hard. We are on the backup, so, because we're on the backup, help out here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Any extra buzz you guys can give, any extra shares, any extra reposts, especially since we do have to be on the backup today and tomorrow, is very appreciated. Thank you, guys. Any extra love didn't hurt us too much earlier today, but it is what it is. Appreciate you guys. We got to do this one right here. Once more. We got to do this one once more. High school band name. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you again because you always come in here and talk shit and you never come up. If you can come up here and fact check that speech with me, I'll give you $1,000. And you can prove the things that he said. I'll give you $1,000. Good luck. If you voted for Donald Trump and you're not scared to come up and talk to me like high school band name, get in the box. Let's have a chat. Echo again, huh? All right, let's see if I can fix that. Did that fix the echo thing? Yes, it did. Is it still happening? No, we're good. That's weird. Hooray. Good. All good? Thank you, guys. Glad to hear that. Guys, how about with that? How about with the live goal? If you can, keep tapping. We appreciate it. Happy Hanukkah to all of our friends who celebrate. We love you guys. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Would love to have a conversation with you guys, especially tonight. Love to chat with you guys. Really would love to talk about that speech. So moving. So factual.
I gotta say, I was fully expecting Trump to be like, "We're gonna nuke Caracas. I have ordered nuclear weapons to be deployed on Caracas. For those that don't know, Caracas, Caracas, it's the capital of Venezuela. Yeah, it's the narco capital of the world. Caracas.
I feel like it'd be like Caracas.
Caracas.
I can't believe that we have a president. Like, I think the most annoying thing, because I knew he was just gonna lie his way all through that, right? And it was just like bullshit. Like, all right, but to have a president continually going around and be like, everybody says we're the hottest country in the world. All the world leaders tell me we're the hottest. We used to not be. Now we're the hottest country in the world. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what metric are we using? I don't understand what. And also, this speech reeks of damage control. Like, it's embarrassing how much this speech reeks of damage control. Holy shit. I know that they feel like they're losing the base, but I'm not going to lie. This feels preemptively like there might be something bad coming out on Friday. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know anything. I don't know for sure, but it feels like they needed a rally the base type thing in advance. That's all I'm saying. Take that for what it's worth. That's my thought.
Yeah. I think also part of this is covering because Hexeth said that we are not going to see the drone video. I think was it an actual drone strike or did they just do it off of a boat? I can't remember.
I thought it was launched off of the ship. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I thought it was launched off the ship, but I could be wrong. We might need to double check that. But then, of course, any of you who are following the legislation today, the Senate bill was like, oh yeah, he's got a release of that. Otherwise, he loses 25% of his travel budget or whatever it is. Like, it's a real problem for him. Like, that's a real problem for Hegseth. So that's a thing. And then, of course, there were 4 Republicans who joined with the Democrats in the House to force a vote on the healthcare stuff. So that's going to be interesting. But everyone should know that's not going to happen until sometime probably late January. So whatever happens with that, you're still going to see the subsidies go away and healthcare premiums are going to rise no matter what. So, Squatting Otter, I am waiting on my check. If I am paid opposition, goddamn, would love to know where that is. And if you think that, and Dan Bongino too, Erica. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. That's embarrassing as fuck. Also, if you think that $1,776 is some big fucking deal thing for the military and not just some bullshit stunt, get the fuck out of here. I mean, come on, guys. Like, you can't see through that shit. Come on. Scotty B, come on up here also. So Scotty B, Squatting Otter, any of you guys, I would invite all of you to come on up here. So, yeah, hop in the box. Let's go.
So I have heard that the checks that we're supposed to be getting from the evil Democrats or whatever, they're in the mail. They actually decided they were going to put it in the same envelope as the $2,000 checks that we were going to get from Doge. And then the $1,000 or $2,000 checks that we were going to get from the tariff money that we brought in. They put them all in the same envelope because efficiency, and those are in the mail. Yeah.
Checks in the mail, baby. It's fucking A. Oh my God. Hey, the funny thing is, Nemo, is that we do have a lot of MAGA chirping down in the chat, and none of them are coming up. Here, let's see. Let's see if we invite who here. Let's see. Well, I've invited Otter to come up. Come on down, Otter.
That's because they're pussies.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, we actually got somebody here in the bottom. Let's see what we got. Steve, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Of course I did.
Cool. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 32 in Florida.
Fantastic. So, Steve, quick question for you. How do you reduce...
quick question for you.
No.
No.
It's funny. It's almost like this is my live. So anyways, I have a quick math question for you. If there's a price of something and you reduce the price of that item by 500%, can you run the calculation on that? Like if the price of something is... I'll do it, easy one. If the price of something is $100 and you reduce the price by 500%, what's the new price of that item? Could you tell me?
I'm going to ask you, is Nemo your butt?
I'm sorry. It doesn't seem like you. I'll answer your question if you can answer mine. What is the new price? What's the new price of the item? What's that?
Buddy.
What's that, Buds? What's that, Steve? I'm
is
sorry.
Is Nemo your butt buddy?
Oh, so you don't know how to do math?
No, I'm not asking you.
I said I'll answer your question. I will answer that question for you if you can answer my simple math question that I asked you first. If an item is worth $100 and you reduce it by 500%, what's the new price of the item? Go.
Is Nemo your butt buddy?
Bud, just tell everybody that you don't know how to do math. It's fine.
I'm just saying, is Nemo your butt buddy?
So you can't do math. It's fine. I asked you the question first, and now I've told you I'll answer that question if you can just answer my simple math question. Are you going to run away now? Or did you need to try to pull out your calculator? What do you can use your calculator.
No. I asked you.
I asked you the question first, bud. Also, I'm the host with Nemo, and so anyways, I'm waiting for an answer, and then I'll answer your question.
So.
Yep, anytime. Waiting on your answer. So you can't answer the question? It's just simple math. I guess I'm gonna have to tell you the answer because you're not really intelligent enough to do some basic math, which is fine. I mean I'm kind of embarrassed for you, but the answer is you can't do that. You can't reduce the price of an item by 300, 400, 500%. That's impossible. Only an idiot would think that you could do that. But, of course, that's what the President of the United States said tonight on national television. Bah, goddamn, that's really fucking stupid. You know what else he said? He said that 25 million people came into the United States over the last 4 years. Could you give us a source on that, Steve? Or are you going to run away now like a little bitch? Because you just wanted to come up and say something, like you thought that making fun of us because you think that being homosexual is like a bad thing. And neither of us give a fuck. Are you trying to run away and you can't run away? This is embarrassing for you. Okay.
Pretty sure he's reporting now.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's blocked. Bye, Steve. It was very nice to talk to you. By the way, we do love the TikTok shop very, very much. Steve's now blocked.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.
You'll never know now.
You'll never know. Let's see who else we got here. I was going to answer his question. I really was. No problem with it. Danny, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, man, come on.
All right, well,
I just got a call. I just got a couple of questions for you, if you
Danny,
don't mind.
I do. At this point, we are just looking for Trump supporters right now. I do appreciate you. I do really do. Okay, my friend.
No problem, man.
But I hope you have a great evening, my friend. Okay, have a good one. Okay.
Adios.
All right, thanks. Hey guys, if we have time later for friendly time, because we did a little bit last night, I'd be happy to do some question and answer stuff. We just want to try to get some Trump supporters up at the moment. Okay. Crazy Catwoman, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I don't even know why I'm up.
Oh, okay. Well,
friendly.
That's okay, friend. You have a good night, okay? All right. Bye.
Here.
Bye. That's okay. Guys, help us out. If you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box and let's have a conversation. If you think that you can talk, I have some questions. I have some questions about tonight. So yeah, I know cat ladies would never. We love our cat ladies. So, they're not eating cats. They're just owning cats.
Yeah. So, between the shit show with Venezuela right now, Donald Trump shitting on Rob Reiner and his base not immediately just accepting that and kind of being like, what the fuck, dude? That's kind of fucked up. That, we got a jobs report because the government's open again. It's bad. It's really bad. So in October, we lost 105,000 jobs in the month of October. In November, we've added 64,000.
Yep. That
unemployment's at 4.6% right now.
That's weird because you put those two numbers together. That's not a positive number. Also,
yeah, we're still in the red.
Also, Scotty B, I know what the RRF is, and I tried to get the RRF. I want you to come up and I want you to talk to me about it because I know exactly what you're talking about, and you're 100% wrong. Come up and talk to me about the RRF right now because you're lying. You just said that it was Biden's fault, and it was 100% the Republicans' fault because they voted against it. There was going to be a second round of the RRF, and the Republicans voted against it. Get on up here and let's talk about it. Don't lie and say that it was Biden's fault. It was legislation that the Republicans voted against. Yes, the second round. Exactly. The Republicans voted against it. Yep. Come on. I'll tell you what. Since you're too afraid to come up and talk, you can be silent. Be a big man. Come on up and chat with us, okay? Oh, Serenity, I'm in the industry. That was a huge thing in my world. We all know that the Republicans were the ones who fucked us over on that. Oh, he's muted. And actually, I normally don't mute ops, and I let them chirp. But if you're just gonna straight up fucking lie like that about something like that, no, fuck off. That was the Republicans. That's the Restaurant Revitalization Fund that was going out to help restaurants, nightclubs, bars, live music venues, all of those different things to get grants. That's what we should have been doing instead of giving money to the PPP program and helping out all of Donald Trump's rich buddies. But no, we couldn't do a second round of that funding. The Republicans voted it down. That's it. They didn't want to help small businesses. It was literally that moment. And quite frankly, I was like pretty sure that I was never going to vote for a Republican again ever in my life. But it was that moment that I was like, yep, I'm never going to vote for a Republican ever again. Ever. So, these legislation has impact on people. These policies, they have real impact on people. They affect people's lives. It affected mine. It affected a lot of people that I know. 22% of 22% of all bars and restaurants closed. And a lot of those could have been avoided if we had just helped them out a little bit. Even just a little bit. Janie, yes, I have voted Republican in the past. My first vote for president was for George W. Bush. You know, I very much used to believe in the idea that Republicans were for fiscal conservatism and small government and like stay out of your life. I believed that was what they were for. And then I realized I was fucking wrong about that. I used to believe that. But it's been a solid 17 years since I believed those things. So, and I did vote for Charlie Baker here in Massachusetts. I felt like he was a good guy, and I liked what he did with small businesses here. And that was it. He's the last Republican that I voted for.
Oh boy. Okay, so shout out to Birdie Dog in the chat for this one. I looked it up. So this is from the Wall Street Journal. Not exactly a liberal left-wing commie outlet.
Liberal rag.
Literally owned by Rupert Murdoch. Okay. Headline: Fed Chair Jerome Powell says U.S. may be drastically overstating jobs numbers. Country could be losing 20,000 jobs a month, Powell said. A concern that was part of the decision to cut interest rates. Fed Chair Jerome Powell pointed on Wednesday to a job market risk that economists have been worried about for months. Official statistics could be drastically overstating recent hiring.
Damn.
Oh boy.
Now, aside from the fact that that's the Trump administration just straight up lying to us, not having that information, not knowing that information is so bad. Like, I don't think people understand how, like, it's not just bad that they're lying to us about the information. It's that we need to know this information. Industries need to know this information. Economists need to know this information. The Fed needs to know this information. Like, banks need to know this. Like, people need to know what's going on, what's really happening. And like, that's the problem here. It's greater than just Donald Trump is a fucking liar and lies to us.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You said that was Wall Street Journal, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll send you
All right.
paywall removed link. Hold up.
That's okay. I also have Apple News. It's kind of funny. I realize like Apple News gets you past a bunch of stuff, which is kind of helpful for like multiple things. That's one of the reasons why by the way, that dino thing was really cute, Tammy. All right, let's see here. We got Judy, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to mention with his speech tonight, if anybody noticed that he said he would something about in my next election. He said he was rattling on, and he goes, "This is going to be in my next election." So he's planning on running.
I didn't hear that bit, Judy, but you know what? We'll have to go back and check that one. Thank you for pointing that out very much. I appreciate that, Judy. Thank you. We'll go back and check that. All right. Cool.
I appreciate you and Nemo very much.
Appreciate you. Thanks for pointing that one out. W's in the chat for Judy.
Thank you, sir.
All right, have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, we're gonna have to check that. By the way, guys, while we're talking here, we're looking for Trump supporters. If you voted for Donald Trump, please hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a chat. CAPTCHA. I am not a robot. Yes. Whoa. God, that was cool too. God, all these things like they're kind of fun. That's kind of fun. That's fun shit. Guys, make sure that you're following both Nemo and myself. Hey, just a quick and friendly reminder, this is my backup account. I'll be on the backup account today and tomorrow. Make sure you click through and follow the main account. There's that. Please make sure you're following over on the Tube. We are currently streaming live on the Tube over there. When you go to did I get a perm? I did not, Oslo. Thank you. No, I went to the Nutcracker with my daughter, and I had some hair gel in. But thank you. I appreciate the looking out, bud. I appreciate you, man. Politics with Matt over on the Tube. And then click in the description, you'll find Nemo's Tube link as well. If you guys are over there right now, if you click in the description, you can grab Nemo's. Subscribe to Nemo as well. Guys, we're well over 1,000 subscribers. Fun news is that I signed us up for all the pay stuff and super chats and all that good jazz. So I signed us up for that, but the thing. Oh no, Oslo. Hey, listen. I said I'm in. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take the compliment. But the funny thing is, Nemo, is that I'm like, oh sweet, we're all like, I'm all set. I'm verified, and they're like, we've sent you something by mail, and you have to like verify the code that we mailed to you. I was like, God damn it. So
Jesus.
Yeah. So that'll be another like week or whatever it is. Powell said Fed staffers believe that federal data could be overestimating job creation by 6,000 a month, given that figures.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it gets worse the more you keep reading. There are charts.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Probably shouldn't be reading this in real time because I don't want you guys to see my reaction to this.
Also, apparently, so Noob Saibot in the chat had mentioned this part. I don't think that Trump said this himself. I think this is Mark Levin, but this is the audio.
And he loves Israel too. 2 seconds. 6 years ago, I was up here, and I said, "This is our first Jewish president." It's true. Now he's the first Jewish president to serve two not consecutive presidencies. We thank you for everything.
That was Mark Levin.
Is it drugs? Is everyone on drugs? Is that what it is? Everyone's on drugs. Somebody's smoking something, snorting, mainlining.
To be fair, Mark Levin in this video, he's acting like he might be a little sloshed.
What is it? I just want to know. What's happening?
It's okay. because Colombian Bam Bam and
Colombian Bam Bam is awesome.
and booze has electrolytes. Okay, so they're hydrated, so it's fine.
Colombian.
I hate it here.
That was so. All right. So a lot of people are asking, how was the Nutcracker with my daughter? It was delightful. Thank you. We had a wonderful time. But it meant that I missed the speech in real time, and so I had to listen to it I listened to it on the drive home, because it's about a hey Moni, hey friend. Had a drive home, and so it just under 20 minutes drive home. So I was like, perfect. I gotta catch up on this. And so I'm listening to it, and my daughter is like in the back seat, and she's 9.5, and this is late for her, but this was a special thing, and so she's kind of like tired, and she's listening. She said to me, she goes, "Dad, why are you listening to this?" And I was like, well, I said, sometimes we have to listen to things that we don't really want to listen to, but we have to, because we need to stay informed. I said it's important to stay informed, and she was like, "Oh, okay," because it doesn't sound good. And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "He just sounds mean." I was like, yeah. He's trying to say positive things. And my 9.5-year-old daughter, who I said, I didn't say anything. I just put the speech on and I'm listening to it. And she was doing something independently. And she was like, he sounds mean. Like, it's just the fucking vibe that he's giving off. Like, aside from the fact that we know he's lying about everything, aside from the fact that that it's just pure insanity. I mean, I don't understand how people could feel any differently. It's mind-boggling me, Erica. It really is.
Don't worry. Our little ones are more politically inclined than some of the adults that we talk to on a daily basis. It's ridiculous. Like, Bubba knows what's up. He was talking to me the other day about anarcho-capitalism. What the hell? Why do you know about this?
Anarcho-capitalism. Yeah.
Yeah, like, why the hell do you know about this? Tell me more.
I like Bubba. I want to talk to Bubba. Let's get
Everybody wants to talk to that kid.
He's not old enough, but,
He's a mess, is what he is. But no, they are. They pick up on it. They know it when they see it. They know it when they hear it. And yeah, I'm working on a video about it right now if I don't fall asleep. But I just came up to ask you, why do you have your hair wet? And now I know why. You went to the Nutcracker today.
Yeah, it's not wet. I just put a little gel in it. That's all. And I wanted to get it down. It's always like, my hair is always I find that the longer I keep it, the frizzier it gets, and like it gets curlier. This is the thing that I've noticed now. And I used to keep it a lot shorter, and my girlfriend has been encouraging me to keep it longer. She's like, I like it when you keep it longer up top. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll keep it longer. I'm like, I don't care if it's fine. But the longer I keep it, the curlier it gets, and it starts to annoy me because it just starts to go like fucking Christopher Lloyd. And I'm like, I don't, it's a little too much. So
you're definitely old if you make a Christopher Lloyd reference. And I'm old for getting it.
Listen, Erica, I didn't need that today, okay? I didn't need to be called old, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm still recovering from all the yelling that people did at me today during MAGA hunting. That's all. I'm sorry. I gotta snap out of it. Out of it.
You definitely you should. But I'm sorry that you got yelled at a bunch. I'm sure though that they said really nice things while they were yelling at you.
Absolutely not. But someone in your chat did just ask a question about HR 4371. The Kayla Hamilton Act is what they're calling it. It's an extension on the Wilbur, I can't remember the last name, bill from 2008 that basically addresses child trafficking. And it's not good. It has some very concerning parts in it. It passed the House a few days ago, I think maybe a day or two ago at the most. And ACLU released a statement about it. But of course, the bill, the resolution and whatnot is available to be read at congress.gov. Again, that's HR 4371. The most concerning part about it. Well, Nemo, have you heard about it yet?
Not yet.
Yeah. The most concerning part about it, dude, is that it allows for them, because the language is super vague, it allows for them to basically strip search kids 12 years and older, looking for like gang related tattoos and markings.
I'm sure
So
that won't be abused.
yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing. I don't necessarily want to get into it because I know a few people in here have already heard about it. We talked about it yesterday on Joy's panel, and I talked about it this morning and again during the Fun and Fact show. It's a lot though. It's a lot, Matt. Basically, you know that they're putting kids in the custody of ICE.
Mm-hmm.
ICE isn't supposed to have children. Like they're not supposed to keep unaccompanied minors.
Nope.
Those kids are supposed to go to the Office of Refugee
Yep.
Resettlement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so with that happening, we know that ICE, they're not doing, quality background checks on these people. And they're also hiring people who fail background checks. So, with that being said, we already have reports of children being assaulted in their custody, and like Hector said, it's not just this administration. It's just more prevalent in this administration because of what's going on. I will look into that. The Frenchie Bunch, Nemo, do you see that? What the Frenchie Bunch said? Can you check that for us,
Someone said they're
please?
sending everyone home tomorrow, and the files won't be released on Friday.
Because they canceled all their votes for Friday. They did. They canceled everything they had to do on Friday. They're not doing it anymore.
So my
I
understanding
don't know
is
about
that
the
the
files.
deadline for the release is Friday, because at this point it's done, right? So the legislation piece of it, that part is done.
Mm-hmm.
So the deadline for you have to release the files by this date is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's I haven't double checked, but that's my understanding. And Mike Johnson has already said we're all going home, so Congress won't even be in session.
Okay. But so I can wrap up the HR 4371 is very concerning. Another part of it it's two more parts of it that are super concerning. They're saying that kids can only be released to people who are lawful permanent residents or U.S. citizens. So, like, if the family member is an asylee, has DACA status, deferred deportation, anything that if they don't have a green card or they weren't born here in the United States, then the child can't go with them. That limits severely the pool of people that a family, I should say, that the children may be able to go to. So this is going to be putting kids into the foster care system here in the United States. And we know that the foster care system here is absolutely
they're crushed. They're crushed.
yes.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then also there's one other provision listed there that basically when it comes to background checks and criminal history, is up to the sole discretion the U.S. Attorney General without review. They say unreviewable. I can't talk right now. Someone say unreviewable for me. I just did. Okay, great.
Unreviewable.
Thank you very much. My tongue got in the way. That's crazy. That word. And so I'm sorry to be laughing at this. I was laughing at I can't talk, guys. I'm sorry.
We know.
Um, But yeah, it's up to the attorney general to decide whether or not the person basically is deemed worthy. So like I always just use the example that like if you had a speeding ticket 20 years ago, they could say, you know what, nope, the child can't go with you. Even though you may be the safest bet, they can't go with you because of this parking ticket. So I think it's just another way to basically put children into the child schmecks rings. I think this is just a nefarious way for the government to basically show that it does not in fact care about children, and unfortunately children are going to be taken advantage of, and I think it's absolute bullshit. So I do urge people to call their senators so that they can put an amendment in this bill, and put a provision, actually put stern strict, like no gray area language into this bill, that no child, regardless of age, regardless of tattoos, markings, whatever affiliation, is not to be strip searched.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing that. They're kids. Like, kids can't consent. They simply can't consent.
Nope.
And like, I have a son. I know you have a daughter, so I'm not I don't necessarily remember the pediatrician visits when I was a kid, but I have a son, and whenever I take him to his pediatrician, if they have to do anything where they have to touch him anywhere, it doesn't matter. They always ask.
Always.
So I can't imagine a 12-year-old kid like being friggin' searched.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want to. I can't do it no more.
I can't. And by the way, for any of you guys who haven't done that in a really long time or have never done it with kids, not only do they ask, my pediatrician explains every single time.
Yep.
This is okay because your dad is here and I'm a doctor, and because your dad is here and I'm a doctor, this is okay right now. This is not okay under any other circumstance.
Yep. That's exactly it. Like his doctor always says that. Like every single move, they explain it and they explain what they're doing. And again, I don't want to imagine it. I just I fear for these babies that are going into this system, and it's absolutely just deplorable and abhorrent what the United States government is doing. And it makes me so angry that this is what people voted for.
I mean, shit. Like in, I think 8th grade. It was. I think it was in 8th grade. I had to get like a physical for school. I had to get like something done. And that involved the doctor having to, check me. And like my mom was in the room, like, she looked away, but they would not do it without my mom in the room, because I was in 8th fucking grade. Like, even it took all of 5 seconds, but they're like, no, we're not. She has to be here.
Mom always has to be in the room.
This is really bothering me. I really don't. This is very. It's just upsetting. It's upsetting on so many levels. I knew briefly like the overview of it, and like just fuck.
Yeah, it's a lot. It was a lot last night. It was a lot to process. So it's gonna take. It really will take you a moment, and then you're gonna start feeling like anger, and then you're gonna want to let like everybody know about it, because there's no way in hell that this can pass the Senate, Like they cannot pass this. And the crazy thing is that it flew under the radar. Without the ACLU releasing a statement, I'm pretty sure no one would have been none the wiser. It would have just coasted right along. So yeah, call your senators and like demand that these changes be made. That they should be allowed to go with family regardless of status, which is crazy to say in this fucking administration. I swear to God, because that's, oh my gosh. But regardless of status, they should be able to go with family. They also should definitely not do the first thing mentioned, aforementioned, I should say. Just this bill needs to be changed, is what it is.
100%. 100%.
And there were Democrats that voted for it out of Texas, and I believe one out of California, I believe. But yeah, you can find that at the House roll call. It's HR 4371, but I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to drop because I can't hang out with you all tonight because I really want you to have MAGA. And for some reason or another, I really, really make them crash in. I don't know what I do, Matt. They do not like me.
I mean, I know why they don't like. I mean, I think we know why.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Can I tell you that what I told one of them yesterday? I'm still ratting on that one. This was so fucking funny.
What?
Okay, I told one, I was like, huh, she's just mad because white men like me more than they like her. And she was pissed.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It was funny as fuck.
I would have. If I was there, I would have unlied in real time. That was amazing. That's a fucking line. Chef's kiss. Amazing.
It was so much fun. So much fun. Anywho, I hope you all get the MAGAs. Everyone, drop your favorite hashtags in the chat to pull them in and do all the good things for Matt and for Nemo. I'm going to go. I'll be listening. Y'all have a great night.
All right. Thanks, friend. We'll talk to you later. W's in the chat for our friend Erica. If you're not following Erica, which is be ridiculous, make sure you're following our friend Erica. That's great. All right. Good times, you guys. Good times. Guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box. Hop in the box. We'd like to have a conversation with you. So, yeah, come on up. Let's have a chat. It would be great if we could talk to you. So, yeah. Cool. All right. Well, good times. Good talk, you guys. That's great. I've seen some of you chirping down there. So, not a lot of you, but some of you. So, bye, Erica. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, she's still there. She's still hanging out. Harris is on Kimmel tonight. Oh, that's fun. That's a good time. If you voted for Donald Trump, I honestly, I have some questions for you about the speech tonight. I mean, really? Could we could talk about the speech? That would be great. Aren't you guys like super excited? Like the speech was so great. I don't understand.
The best speech ever.
Don't you guys want to come and talk about it? Yeah, no, you can't. Old Norseman says $1,776. Alan says, in all caps, Matt is weak, and who cates what you think? He is still the president, period. Okay, Alan. Well, come on up, bud. It's real simple. Come on up. Tell me why you don't Kate about what I'm saying. We got someone. Here's someone in the box. All right, let's see. Not Alan, but somebody else. Trent, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did. And I just want to say, do you think that the bill...
No, time out. Hold on. I need you to tell me how old you are and what state you voted in first. You can unmute. I need to know what state you voted in and how old you are, please.
I live in Maryland. I'm 22.
Okay. Now, do you want to discuss one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Yeah, I just want to ask about why you have him hugging Epstein, like, as a thing, or like why you believe that.
He's not hugging him. He just has his arm around him. They were close friends for well over 10 years.
So, do you believe he's going to be on the files as a criminal?
Do I believe it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't seen the files yet. Why hasn't Donald Trump released them in the last 10 months?
Well, I mean, he's releasing them now, isn't he?
No, why didn't he release them 10 months ago like he said he was going to?
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Why
I thought
didn't
they
he
just
release
brought it
them?
up.
He talked about it. No, he talked about it his entire campaign. So did Dan Bongino. So did Kash Patel. Pam Bondi said she had the list on her desk.
Why didn't
he release
release
them?
them?
What I can? Oh, that's very simple. It's because there was an ongoing investigation, both with Epstein and then with Maxwell. And then Maxwell's case, her appeals didn't end until basically the end of 2024. I think it was September of 2024 was when her final appeals ended. And if Joe Biden had scrambled to try and release the files in October of 2024, that would have been considered election interference. If he had tried to release them.
Just think
hey,
that,
bud,
I
I'm
just
in the
think
middle of explaining something to you. Don't interrupt me. You asked a question, and now I'm explaining it to you. So that would have been considered election interference. So he had no chance to release the files. Donald Trump ran on releasing the files and then didn't release the files. Not only did he not release the files, he brought Republican members of Congress into the White House to basically bully them into not signing the discharge petition that eventually got the files released. If he wanted the files released, why would he do that, Trent? Could you explain that to me?
I think that he didn't release the files because people were going to clown him for sucking Bill Clinton's dick.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, this is probably true. All right, Trent. By the way, we do love the TikTok shop. We love the TikTok shop. We love all things about the TikTok shop. So, Alan, are you just going to sit down there in the comments and whine the whole night instead of coming up and talking to us? That feels very beta of you.
They really are shy. Like, extra shy recently. I don't know what it is.
Do you think it's because they know that they're on a sinking ship and they can't, admit it? Is that it?
I think that has a lot to do with it. I mean, on some level, I get it. It's embarrassing to admit that you were just really, really, really wrong. Not just, oh, I fucked up. Oh, wow, no. You fucked up and you were given an open book test, and then you were given a coloring book version of the test, and you insisted on eating the crayons. So I understand that is very embarrassing. And it's already hard for grown-ass adults to just admit that they were wrong about, just to say sorry. It's already hard enough, which I think is just ridiculous, but here we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But whenever it comes to politics especially, that's even worse. Now, we are so far along in this that, goddamn, just jump off the fucking train, y'all. There's nothing left. There's nothing left for you. I know for a fact that we are going to see a similar dynamic with Trump supporters that we saw with Bush voters and, before that, Nixon voters. Now, I'm too young to have known people who voted for George W. Bush at the time, and in 2008, just cut and run. The second that he was that the election was done and dusted, and oh hey, transition, whatever. They just cut and run. I didn't know any at the time because I was too young for that, and obviously way too young for Nixon. I really want to talk to people who were around for like the Nixon era and who knew people who voted for Nixon and all that stuff after, and just how it, like, if they went silent, if they disavowed Nixon when it was all said and done, they pretended, oh yeah, no, I never voted for him.
I don't know if people like fully disavowed Nixon. I don't know about that. I think a lot of people felt like Nixon got like a raw deal from what I understand. I think that's where a lot of people landed with Nixon. And also I think that Ford preemptively pardoning him and then nothing happening from a legal standpoint really gave everybody an out, because he was never convicted of a crime. It was a stain on the presidency. He had to resign, all of those things. But like, it's fine. Hang on, Alan, Bud, you're just embarrassing yourself now, Chief. Okay, listen, I'm gonna give you a small timeout. I think you need to take a breath. Also, you said, how do you know I'm an American? It's because your username is Caps fan, and then you have a Caps bobblehead. Why would you be a Caps hockey fan if you're not from the U.S.? That's a little weird. So odds are you probably are from the U.S., Alan. Just chill the fuck out, dude. Calm down. But I think the biggest one that we've seen is the Obama thing, right? How many people we talk? They're all like, "Well, I voted for Obama. Well, I voted for Obama." No, you didn't. No, the fuck you did not. No. I know the people that voted for Obama, and I know the people that were like, that is never going to be my president.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yeah. There are many flags of people attracted. What? What the fuck is going on in the chat? What the fuck is happening?
Wait, what is it?
Somebody said in the chat, what is this? There are many flags of people attracted to minors here. What? What is going on in our chat tonight, guys? Is it because I'm on the backup account that Nemo and I are getting like all the fucking weirdos? Is like, what the fuck is going on, guys? Can someone tell me?
All right then. That's fucking wild.
It's also, I have to say that it's very evident that this speech went sideways, because if it was intended to like shore up the base and fire them up and get them revved up, and we're seeing. Hi, Terry. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
No, I have my stuff this Friday.
No, you didn't. If it was supposed to do that, why aren't they here? Why aren't they like, rah rah, let's go? Like, come on. I don't understand. Confused. Kevin, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hey, we actually talked before. I was the one with the First Amendment violation in federal court.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. I remember you. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah.
You talked to thousands of people. You're good.
We do talk to a lot of people. Yes.
So, update. It got switched from state to federal, as you know.
Right.
Opposing counsel tried to dismiss it. I argued the merits of the case and brought up other Supreme Court rulings. Apparently, the judge agreed with what I had to say, and we are now moving to discovery on January 6th.
Wow, man, that's some crazy stuff. So,
right?
Yeah,
all pro se too. And I've already talked to a bunch of lawyers. Even now, they're like, they want to jump in and take my money, and I'm like, no, I've been handling it kind of on my own, and I'm dealing with it. I'm learning. I'm educating myself. The only thing that I'm having issues with right now is I want to prepare for when I actually go in front of the federal judge and kind of be prepared as to what they're going to throw at me. So I'm trying to prepare my method on how to deal with that.
Gotcha.
That's about it.
Okay. Well, that's
now, if you wanted to send me over to your prosecutor girlfriend so she can kind of train me on
no. Defense attorney. If you that right there would automatically get you no response. Defense attorney. Okay. Never ever call the defense attorney a prosecutor by mistake. That's going to get you. That might get you punched. That might get you punched in the face. Just saying. No,
but one more point. The website.
Yeah.
I have updated the website even more now.
Okay.
What I ended up doing is a lot of people didn't like all the reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I created a video for every single Senate and House bill that explains in 2 minutes how the bill affects you directly, how it affects your community, good or bad. And then below the video, I go into more detail of text of explaining who was the author, the sponsor, who lobbied for it, who testified to it, who it benefits, where the money is going.
Mm-hmm.
And then below that is a link to the Texas Legislature's website, so that way you can check my work.
Nice. Showing your work. I think we all
exactly.
Like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and Nemo.
Nice.
Nemo, I remember hearing you have a conversation before about the possibility of joining the Alphabet Group. Be thankful they didn't pick you up. I swear to God, I worked with them when I was overseas. Even as an IT guy, they're assholes, man. I mean, they have great stories, but be thankful you didn't have to work with them.
Yeah. In hindsight, I feel like I probably would not have lived very long.
It wouldn't
Seeing as how my politics went.
Oh, here's another cool thing. Nemo, remember how you told me about Tullius? About how he's running for Texas governor, and you told me to look into him? Do you remember that conversation we had? A little bit?
I think I told you about Tallarico, James Tallarico.
Yeah, him, and also we did talk a little bit about Tullius.
Oh, okay.
I actually got to meet him yesterday at a Republican convention, and we talked about a bunch of different ideas about how to help Texans. We talked about the laws that I was breaking down and a bunch of ideas on how to help Texans as a whole by identifying the problems and then creating a self-funding system that, hold on real quick, creating a self-funding system that will pay for itself without raising taxes, while at the same time bringing in a revenue source so that way we can target property taxes and deal with the constitutional violations within them in order to scale them back. And I actually have another meeting with him in a couple weeks, and I've been talking to sheriffs, judges, I've been talking to senators, congressmen, and they've actually been inviting me to a lot of Republican conventions to talk about everything that I'm doing and everything that's going on. Just because when I was talking to senators and congressmen about their bills, because that's the other thing, when I did the breakdowns of these House bills, I didn't want to go based on my own biases, and instead I asked the authors and the sponsors of the bill, hey, if it was a green bill, I congratulated them. You know, everyone likes a pat on the back. If it was a yellow bill, I would identify the loopholes, and I would ask them, hey, did you know that these were in there? And then for the red bills, the ones that really fuck us over or create shadow governments, which I found I found $18 billion being moved from the General Education Fund and put into other projects. It is fucking insane. And we are going through every single one of those issues, and all the senators and congressmen, they're like, you need to run for Congress or you need to run for Senate. And I was like, you know what? That sounds great, but I just created a website that exposes all of you motherfuckers, and do you really think that you're going to actually treat me as an equal? Fuck no.
Nice.
But I got other ideas, and I've actually run for election on one point, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, Kevin, thanks for. I appreciate you coming up and giving us an update. I'm really glad that you're able to move forward in federal court and everything like that, and that's really cool, man. So keep up the good work, and I really hope that things continue to work in your favor. Okay.
Yeah. Quick question or quick statement.
Sure.
The website is because I can be doing all of this work. I can be breaking down everything, but without the people to know what's going on, there's no fight. There is absolutely no damn fight because I'm just one voice speaking up. So the website is TexanResilience.net. Hold on my phone. TexanResilience.net. Look at them. See what you think you know. Check the work. And I created questions that you can ask your legislatures, and by asking those questions, we can get actually 3 things done. 1, they'll make changes next legislature session. 2, they'll ignore you. Or 3, they'll lie to you. Either way, it gets us the responses that we want to find out who is corrupt and who is actually for the people. We need to identify them before we can actually make progress in fixing what we have now.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Well, like I said, I'm glad that you were able to keep it going. Thanks for sharing the website, and we'll try to catch up with you soon. I've got a few more things to hit, and we're gonna try to get some debates up here. But thanks for popping up, Kevin. I appreciate it. Okay.
Not a problem. Talk to you later.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too.
W's for Kevin taking the fight. We appreciate it, Kevin. I've got something I really want to play for you guys. I talked about this briefly the other night after the Vanity Fair thing. After the Vanity Fair thing came out, talked about this briefly. Yep, Texas Resilience. That's the website exactly. Texas Resilience. Actually, Kevin, why don't you drop it? Drop it in the chat one more time. Leave a space. Yeah, there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the chat seems to sometimes it'll suppress links, but there you go. .net. So we were talking about the Vanity Fair article. Okay, we're talking about the Vanity Fair article, and this video. Number one, this creator is fantastic. Her name is Kendall Brown. I have seen a couple of her videos before, but she goes into depth here for a minute about the photographs in the Vanity Fair article. I mentioned his name. His name is Christopher Anderson. But she breaks this down so well. I am super fucking impressed with her and with this video. And since we don't have any ops up, I would really like to get some Trump supporters up. But for a moment, I really would like you guys to see this. I think that this is an amazing analysis of this. So let's take a minute and watch this, guys. If you voted for Donald Trump, please hop in the box. Otherwise, guys, keep tapping us. That'll help get us out. Pushing the FYP. Help out with with the gift goal if you can, or anything else like that. Anything helps cycle us through, and maybe we can get some Trump supporters. So, anyways, let's check this. Let's check this one out. I'm gonna help out with here we go, with the tube fins. Here we go.
To talk about the Vanity Fair piece that came out today about members of the current administration, because, oh my God, very unflattering. But I specifically want to talk about the photographs included. As someone that used to work professionally as a photojournalist and also used to run an art gallery, I noticed some pretty interesting things about a couple of these photos that I haven't seen anyone else point out. So I think they're worth talking about. So I want to start with actually one of my favorite photos in the whole piece, which is this group shot of all of them together. First of all, the fact that they are depicted as being in 2 separate factions. Specifically, I think that they are grouped by the people who are most gung-ho about aggressive immigration action and the ones that are not as gung-ho for it. But notably, J.D. Vance is in both sides, and there are 2 faces to him in this photograph. I don't think that is an accident. I think this photo directly shows J.D. Vance as two-faced. Another really interesting photo detail that I noticed is in this photo of Stephen Miller, where he's sitting on the couch and he's got this huge, very ornate framed piece of artwork hanging over his head. So the painting that he is sitting under is a painting called Indian Encampment on the Platte River by Thomas Worthington Whitridge. Whitridge was an impressionist artist, and he was notable because his subject matter was very, very different for the time. So you have to understand that in the time when this painting was made, Native American communities were still very much being depicted as, dangerous savages that represented a threat to white people. And so most artists would either depict them like that, or they just wouldn't depict them at all and would instead be focusing on the scenery. It would be like a painting of the mountains and trees, et cetera, et cetera. Whitridge, on the other hand, did focus very heavily on Native American communities in his art. And universally across the board, he always depicted those communities as peacefully interacting with their natural surroundings, as representing no threat at all, and always set back from the viewer, which he would have presumed to be a white person. So the fact that they put Stephen Miller underneath a painting by an artist pushing back against white people who demonize brown-skinned people, I'm not saying that it's on purpose, but I am saying I don't think that it was accidental. Another really interesting one that I think the placement of the artwork in the background is important is this picture of Carolyn Levitt. She is standing in front of a painting by a female artist named Britt Morisot, one of the founding artists of the Impressionist movement, but unlike her male counterparts who also co-founded the Impressionist movement, she has been largely forgotten by most of the public, largely due to her gender. She tended to specifically paint very intimate domestic scenes compared to her male counterparts. And I thought it was interesting that this painting, it's a painting of peonies. Peonies have an incredibly short bloom time. They have an incredibly short shelf life before they go bad, which could be a metaphor, I'm just saying. Obviously, all of the individual portraits are important. This photo of Caroline Levitt is one of the most unfortunate things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. The fact that you can see all of the injection marks along the top lip, definitely not an accident, definitely uncomfortable. But the fact that most of the portraits are cropped in so close, I think is meant to create visual tension and like a feeling of uncomfortableness for the viewer. I also wanted to point out the commonality that both individual photos of Marco Rubio, the thing that both of those photos have in common is that Marco Rubio is not looking at the viewer. He's looking off frame either down and to the left, or he's got his back to the viewer entirely. And I think that both photographs are meant to show him in this like very longing, morose sort of state where he might be regretting tying himself to this administration, or he's just wishing he was elsewhere. I think that is the feeling that those photographs are meant to evoke. Finally, just because I think it's hilarious, I loved the petty inclusion of J.D. Vance's Bible, which displays one of his many previous names, since he's continued to change his name over and over again to find the one that, polls the best with the public. So all around, 10 out of 10 work. I love this. I love this photographer, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Okay, y'all, we have got to talk about the Vanity Fair piece that came.
Again, I want to. This is Kendall Brown. Her username is Kendally Brown. That's her username, and I thought that was an absolutely fucking phenomenal breakdown of those photos, and I really liked it. So,
yeah. Honestly, I'm just trying to think of like the behind the scenes. Like, okay, you've got Vanity Fair people there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Vanity Fair. I mean, they posted some pretty critical shit about Donald Trump before the election. So they're there. And they're taking pictures of you. I mean, did they ever stop to think, hey, maybe I want to look at these? Like maybe I want to look at these pictures that they're taking of me before I, agree to let them post it or whatever. Or maybe I should think twice about participating in this thing. Like, especially the really close-up ones. Like the other ones, I guess, because they're innocuous enough that you could maybe, I guess, kind of get by with it. The really fucking close-up ones, though, like what would possess you to be okay with someone taking an extremely high resolution picture of your face that close? That is wild. Like, I know I would not. There's no way. There's no way I would let someone. No.
I think that what happened here, right, is that they probably I agree. Sci-Fi Modeler said it. Of course they probably didn't realize it. Also, there's a good chance that even if they showed them some of the photographs, they didn't show them those. They didn't. There's a bunch of things that they probably could have done, and once they agree to sit for a portraiture, and they agree to be shot, it's kind of like the photo. If the photographer gets the photos, I mean, they get to pick what they're going to use. It's like, also that particular photographer, if you guys go and look at his work, if anyone had vetted him, they would have known that this photographer is known for doing like brutally honest portraiture, like not a lot of bullshit filters to make you look good. Just very honest. Like I think of one that he did of like Michael Douglas is like go look at that. You can see this guy's work online. It's not like it's hidden. Anyone in the White House press office should have known that. Susie Wiles would have known that. Like any of them. But exactly, Mia, they don't vet anything. They don't do their due diligence. Or again, Susie Wiles knew exactly what was up, and she's like, "Fuck it, I'm in on the hit piece, and I'll lightly slam it after the fact for some mild plausible deniability, and that'll be it."
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like Susie Wiles, based on what she was saying, seems like she is in fuck it mode. Like that's where she is. She's like, all right, yep, I'm gonna let all the skeletons out. Let's go. Yep, you got all sorts of little sound bites and quotes with me. Yep. Let's fucking go. This is a shit show. I am the chief of staff of a fucking circus. You have any idea what it's like working with these people day in, day out? Holy God, do you see the press secretary? What is that? She is 27 years old. Oh my dear Lord. What the fuck? My name is Susie Wiles.
Dude, I just don't even know anymore. I don't know. These people. Guys, we have over 800 people in here on TikTok. If you voted for Donald Trump, would you just get in the box and have a conversation with us? Like, are there really no Trump supporters in here who want to talk? Like, Alan, dude, calm the fuck down. What is up with you? All right, dude, I tried to give you some light timeouts, and I tried to you need to go away. All right.
Scratch that. I said 27. I meant 28 because she turned 28 years old in August. Carolyn Levitt was born August 24th, 1997. There are days that I'm pretty sure I look younger than her. Like, and I look rough. Okay, like I look old as shit. But on a good day, I feel like I look younger than this woman.
Mm-hmm.
I am 32.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man. I mean, hate, absolutely, it ages you. She's not lying about her age. Nope. We've seen we know her high school. She went to high school in she's from New Hampshire. I mean, like there's no question. So yeah, no. I mean, she's not. It's just the it's the type of surgery that she's had done. Okay, I mean, no joke. It's the type of stuff that she's had done to her face. It's the way that she wears her makeup. It's all of those different things. But I do have a quick question for you guys. This is just out of curiosity. I'd like to ask the chat. All I need is a number. This is Karine Jean-Pierre. This is Biden's last press secretary. How old do you guys think she is? If you know, I would kindly ask that you not put her age in the chat. Just if you know, but just make some guesses there.
I actually don't know. I'm thinking mid-30s.
You guys I'm seeing a lot of mid to early 30s here for the most part. I see some people guessing 40, but I'm seeing for the most part mid to early 30s, right? You would agree, right? That's what we're seeing in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys ready for me to tell you how old she is? She's 51.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Hey, when you're not like a shitty, hateful person and you don't ruin your face with terrible plastic surgery and, different shit. And again, listen, I'm not shitting on people who get plastic surgery for what do what you need to do. That's totally fine. I'm not saying it, but I'm sorry. When you're trying to go for some Aryan ideal type bullshit, which that's what was happening. I'm sorry. They're going for this thing. That's what they're doing. I don't have any respect for that. But, I have no problem with people getting plastic surgery. Take care of themselves. Gender affirming care is totally fine. Go for it. But you're going to tell me that's 51, bro. That's 51 years old.
That's insane.
I know. And she's smart as a fucking whip. Can run circles around Carolyn Levitt. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, that was back when we had a proper fucking press secretary who could handle her shit.
I mean, let's see. Pete Buttigieg kind of has the same situation going on. Since he's grown a beard, he looks a bit older now because he's got a bit of a beard.
Yep.
But I mean,
he's like my age, or just a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
He's right around my age, isn't he?
Yeah. Hold up.
He looks great.
I think this is his this is his official White House photo. So this is when he was Secretary of Transportation. Trying to see if I can get a recent picture of him.
All right, let's see. my God. He looks like a fucking child. Oh, look at this, you guys. Like, what?
It's crazier when he smiles because, like, he's got, like, a kind of buck teeth. So, for whatever reason, it makes his face, like, he looks like a teenager.
That is a total fucking baby face right there. Holy shit.
Right?
Wait, all right. What year was he born?
Wait for it. January 19th, 1982.
He's a year older than me. He's 1 year older than me. God damn it. He looks good. I just want to point something out to you guys. If I shave my beard, I look just like that. Okay? Just if I shave my beard. I have to shave my beard though.
Makes sense.
If I'm clean shaven, I look just like that, you guys. Anyways, hey, I need to say a couple of quick thank yous. I apologize, I didn't notice these. I've got to say thank you to Karina. Thank you, Karina, on the Blue app. Karina says, it's curious the internet is shocked that I would not retouch the blemishes. I guess I find it shocking that people would expect that journalistic photos should be retouched. Celebrity photos are celebrity photos. Politicians are not celebrities. Let's not mix things up. Okay. Oh, and that was a quote from Chris Anderson. That was a quote from Chris. Thank you, Karina. Oh, Karina also said, love what you do and watch you and Nemo whenever I can. Thanks for putting up with them and happy holidays. Thank you, Karina. That was a cool quote. So knowing that was from Christopher Anderson, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
That is wild, though.
Yeah. God damn it, dude! He's a year older than me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Honestly, like, as far as Pete Buttigieg and the policy side of things, I mean, I disagree with him on stuff, right?
Sure. Yeah.
If I had the opportunity to talk to Pete Buttigieg, inevitably, one question would be, "What's your skincare? How do you look this young?" Because, like, I mean, it's got to be something. Like, I know that gay men generally take better care of their face. They respect the facial skincare routines more. They take just better care. But damn, like, still, holy shit.
Well, Kasha knows because I turned everyone on to what my girlfriend uses, was the Korean skincare. Maybe I'm gonna turn you on to it, man. All right, I'm gonna turn you on to it. It's good. It's good shit. However, I have to show you something, and Crystal sent this our way. Thank you, Crystal, for putting these two photos side to side. I'm going to show this to you, and Nemo, you're going to know immediately what this is. I don't know how many people are going to know who this other person is, but you're going to know immediately. You ready for this?
Yeah.
So that photo on the left is Andrew Miller as taken by Christopher Anderson. That is how he posed Andrew Miller, how he framed him, and he put it in black and white. This is arguably the most famous portrait of Joseph Goebbels, arguably.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I think Miller he's just leaning into it, you know? Like I think that he doesn't care. I think that he really wants the association. Because I mean, the dude's openly racist. He's been openly racist for a long time. So like the racist thing, that doesn't mean shit to him.
Yep.
And like the Yahtzee stuff, I mean, this guy has if not directly quoted, notable Yahtzees like Goebbels, like hold on, was it Goring? Is it Goring? Or yeah. Or Schittler or whoever else.
Yeah.
If not them, then he's paraphrased them very closely. Goering, thank you, Will. Yeah, he's paraphrased them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said Andrew Miller. Sorry, I meant Stephen Miller. My deepest apologies. I was thinking about another Schnazi. My bad. I meant Stephen Miller. Freudian slip there, I guess. Oops. Stephen Miller.
Ruh-roh.
My bad, guys. My bad. Stephen Miller is who I meant. Anyways. Whoops.
Yeah. And to be clear, it doesn't matter that Stephen Miller is Jewish. That does not matter. He doesn't care. It don't matter.
Nope. Which is when you think maybe he's Jewish. Nice. Maybe you would think that it should matter. And you're trying to do those mental gymnastics, but no. Yeah. It just nope. Apparently not. So good times though. Good times. Yeah, no, it's crazy times. It's crazy times. Someone on the tube said when they first saw the image, they thought Mussolini, Stephen Miller. God damn it, the Stephen Miller portrait. They thought Mussolini, and I also could see that one, but damn, that one, that's like straight up. I do agree with Nemo that he's probably just leaning into it, but also I do think that was also another super intentional choice on the part of the photographer. Once again, guys, while we're chatting, Nemo and I are looking for opposition. We'd like to talk to you if you voted for Donald Trump. We appreciate all of you guys being here on Wednesday night. I appreciate if you guys keep tapping that screen. Maybe we can get over 200,000 likes. Appreciate you guys helping out with the gift goal. Make sure that you're taking care of our friend Nemo as well. Doing both of those things, gifting the panel and helping out with the gift goal, do help us cycle through the FYP. I do appreciate you guys doing that. But we've got 860 people in here, and we've got no one coming up to have a discussion with us. So, yeah, we would love to have a chat with you. You want to know the all right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to post it up on the Discord. So if you're not on the Discord, you need to get on. So join Nemo's Discord, link in bio, and I'm going to post up later on. I'll even post links to the products. Waltzing, you can come up here and talk to me about it. I got both of the names right. Don't worry. Anyone who has an 88 in their username, we know what that stands for, bud. But you won't come up and talk. You're just like the rest of MAGA tonight. You're just gonna sit down there like a little beta and chirp away in the chat, aren't you? Man, that's sad. Heidi, it is not their birth year because Andrew is my age. We're the same age. His birth year is 1983. No, 88. Think about what the 8th letter of the alphabet is. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So 88 would be H, H. I'll let you figure out what those two initials would stand for. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you know. But you could come up and talk to us, Walton, you know.
Mirza, you said the Discord link isn't working. So the link is, it works. It's just, for whatever reason, whenever you try to open it up in TikTok, it's fucking annoying. So if it's not working for you, there should be a thing that, like, 3 dots off to the right of the button, the link. Tap that, copy the link, and then go to like a browser on your phone, paste it in there, or just like whatever, and then it'll work.
Absolutely. That's usually always the way to do it. Oh yeah, Trump's gonna bring back clean coal. The fuck that is. He's gonna bring down drug prices by 3, 4, even 500%. I'm still waiting on someone to do the math for me there. Show me how to do that. That would be great. We can do the math. That would be awesome. Love to know that. Also, started off that speech by saying 25 million. Now it's 25 million people cross. We're just throwing shit out. We're just like, oh, fuck it. That 11,000 number that he quoted about unalivers, I was like, where the fuck did that come from? I'm like, never heard that number before. He inherited the worst inflation of all. Weird, because the inflation rate when Donald Trump took office was 2.4%. The worst inflation rate this country has seen was into its 20s. I'm so confused, guys. Can anyone come and explain this to us? It's so weird. I need just 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Got this. Nemo, look, now Nemo will talk to you. Look at that.
Hello. Yeah. So, yeah, Stephen Miller, a bit of a Yahtzee, isn't he? Yeah. My skin doesn't look that bad. Thank you. I appreciate that. I use The Ordinary. That's my brand that I go to. But I am curious about this Korean skincare stuff. So I might be testing that one out. Dan Bongino is resigning. To me, that's one of the biggest confirmations. Him resigning from the FBI. Like Kash Patel, Kash Patel is a loyalist, and he's just a total psycho. So him sticking around, not that surprising. Dan Bongino, though, on some level, I feel like he has just enough shame, just enough that he just couldn't do it. Like I was saying in a live I was in before this one, if you go and you look at any video of Dan Bongino talking in 2024, 2023, whatever, just go watch like 20 seconds, 10, 20 seconds, any video of him talking. Then pause it. Now go and look at his face when him and Kash Patel were talking about how Jeff did not or totally unalived himself. Like he's got this stare. I mean, Kash Patel always has that stare, but he's different. Dan Bongino though, there's something going on. And yeah, I think that's just ate at him just more and more. And yeah, I feel like he's like, fuck this. I'm going back to podcast. Fuck this.
He has
So I feel like that's evidence to me.
He has the 1,000 yards there, doesn't he? He really does.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. We got here. Okay. We got some people in the. All right, I'll shrink Nemo down to make him less uncomfortable there. Okay, how about that? We have any Trump support? Are these any guys? We're just trying to look for Trump support. We'll try. I don't know. Let's see if we got any Trump supporters here. I can't do an impersonation of Cash. I can't make my eyes point in two different directions. Rainbow Supremacy. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Yeah, I did not think so, and I don't think this is a Trump supporter. We'll just ask real quick. Danette, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. No, I did not. Never.
I didn't think so. I mean, judging by your username, but I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Honestly, I was just kind of tapping and looking at something else too.
You're fine. You're all good. You're all good. I had to ask because I'm trying to get someone else. You're all good, friend. You have a good night.
You too. Thanks.
Right. Cool. All right. Here we got. There's somebody. Maybe this person. I don't know. Mark, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Oh my God. Oh. Waltzing, why don't you come up? Come and talk to us, bud. Here, I invited you to come up. Come chat. Why'd you decline my invite, bud? Come on up. Let's talk. Here, maybe you hit the wrong button. I'll invite you again. You're Mr. Tough Guy down there in the chat. Come talk to us. Say it to our faces.
Oh, hey, Waltzing, you're still here. Can you send this live to the guys that, I don't know, actually do all the work while you stand in the corner and watch? The ones that have balls, can you please send it to them? Because you chirping, it's boring. We would like for your tops to please come here so we can actually talk, because I know that you're into the watching part, not so much the doing part. Please do that for us.
I mean, he's obviously set up his chair in the corner, and he's very comfortable, Nemo, and that's fine. I get it. That's why you don't want to accept the invite, and now you're just spamming the chat with the same thing over and over. It's cute. It's adorable, even. You guys are so cute. Aw. Let's see here. Got that. Just a voyeur, exactly, Kisra. Exactly, just a voyeur. I don't know, guys. We're pushing 900 people in here. You got no Trump supporters. I don't know what the fuck is going on tonight. It's almost 12:30. It's like I don't know.
You're gonna summon Gage, dude. I don't give a fuck at this point.
Yeah.
Like, summon somebody. Jesus.
Waltzing, I'll tell you more about Andrew Miller if you come up. but I don't think he will. So
Andrew Miller is the guy that can't open a jar, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And the guy who thinks that he can clown on women for a bunch of different things, and he actually married a woman who has like women by has kids by 3 different men and all this different stuff. And by the way, I don't fucking care about that shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. Marry whoever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter how many kids they have or with whom or whatever. You love somebody, I don't fucking care. But if you're going to sit there and you're going to judge other people for it and be a fucking asshole about it, fuck you. You're a fucking hypocrite. And that's Andrew Miller. He's a fucking hypocrite.
Oh, wait. His last name is Wilson.
What's that? Is it Wilson? God fucking damn it.
Yeah, it is. I was looking for the, I typed in 3 baby daddies, Andrew, and then it completes to Wilson.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. Up late last night, and then I got up early this morning to do, I did 10:30 this morning with Emma. No, Rika, don't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. I did 10:30 this morning with Emma. Normally I get like a little bit of extra sleep, and I didn't. And I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not functioning 100%. So yeah, like I made a mistake earlier. If you guys were watching me earlier on the live with Emma, like I made a mistake earlier, and I was like, God damn it! Like I normally wouldn't make that mistake, but yeah, no, I'm definitely feeling it. So, anyways, yeah, Andrew Wilson. I don't know where my head's at, but
I found the clip of that, by the way. Just
wait, hold on.
What?
Waltzing hopped into the box and then he left. Oh, I muted him and then he ran away. Oh, bye-byes. Never mind.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ran away faster than the Germans after they got their ass kicked at Stalingrad.
Anyways, let's go with your thing because I thought for a second we might have someone to talk to, but never mind.
So, the clip of the 3 baby daddies thing. So, for anybody that hasn't heard this, short summary. Fuck it. I'm just gonna send.
Yeah. Let's just. It's fucking. I love this so much. Like so much.
Just to add insult to injury, it's not even their YouTube channel.
Hold on, real quick before I show this, I need to say, Frederica, thank you for the generosity on the Blue app. She says, sorry for telling you to be quiet. It just came out. Here's some money. Thank you for your service, Frederica. I was just kidding. I know you were kidding. I was kidding back. We're joking. You didn't have to do that. But thank you. But I was just kidding. That's why I said you're not my real dad. I was just kidding. We're all friends here. I know you're a friend. Like you didn't have to do that. Thank you. But we're fine, friend. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Rika. W's in the chat. Okay. We appreciate you. All right. Anyways, all right. Oh, well. Hold on. Let's see. Is this more pressure? Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm in California, and I'm getting ready to turn 40, bro.
Cool. Do you want to talk about one of the subjects above or something else that Donald Trump is doing right now?
Well, look, I was checking you out on YouTube, and I guess your boy Tech, whatever his name is, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, told me to come over here to TikTok. And I just really, this is my first time ever hearing you or even seeing you. So I just want to know, what's going on, Why are you guys so you know so troubled about everything that Trump is doing? Like every time I hear anything about Trump, and I'm not just saying you in particular, but I'm saying everybody in general, whenever I hear anything about Trump, it's always negative. Like I've never heard anything positive about him soon as he started coming down the escalator saying that he was running for presidency. I know there's nobody in this world that can be that doggone bad to where everything that they do is scrutinized to the point where it's just bad. Like I've never heard of that. Never heard of one person or anybody in this world that's just so bad they can't do nothing good. Why is that?
There's plenty of media that says nice things about Donald Trump, but if you do a bunch of shitty things, I think you kind of have to be prepared for people to say shitty things about you, especially when you run for president of the United States. When you run for president of the United States, people pretty much dig up everything that you've ever done forever and always, and they throw it out there because that's how it is. You know, like when people attacked Barack Obama for wearing a tan suit, or they attacked him for putting Dijon mustard on a hamburger. Things like that.
Are you serious?
Yep.
He really got so.
Would you like to see the clip? Would you like to see the clip of Sean Hannity doing both of those things?
Really?
Yep. So when I say that people literally will go after people for just about anything, they will. But again, when you're Donald Trump and you've done a bunch of shitty things in your life, in your time as a businessman, and then in your first term as president, and then after, people are going to say shitty things about you, man. I mean, it's just like you or me. Like if you do a bunch of shitty stuff, or if I did a bunch of shitty stuff, the people around us, they'd be like, that guy is shitty. He does shitty things.
Okay, I understand that. I understand what you're saying. But if that's the case, why? Okay, if that's the case, if he's been doing shitty things for years, right? For all these years, right? Why didn't nobody say anything about that before he ran?
Oh, they did.
Everybody for
they
years.
Did. They
no,
did.
No. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me
I
finish.
know what you're saying, and I know, dude. I know what you're saying. Before he ran for president, right?
For years, everybody kept asking him, "Why don't you run for president?"
No, they didn't.
Since you know,
no, they didn't. Nobody was. Nobody asked him. Hey, bud. I'm going to stop you right there. Donald Trump tried one time in 2000 to run for president with the Reform Party, and it went nowhere. Nobody wanted Donald Trump to run for president. Nobody asked Donald Trump to run for president. Nobody thought he could win as president, and the one time that he tried to do it, he fucking failed miserably. And for the last 40 fucking plus years, the public has known what a shitty person Donald Trump is, top to bottom. They've been talking about it. They've been writing articles about it. Even Sesame Street was making fun of Donald Trump nearly 40 years ago for being a shitty human being, dude.
Well, I'm sorry on that part. I've heard different. I've seen different. That they've asked him to run.
Who?
Many a times,
Who?
bro.
When?
On different talk shows and stuff. Oprah Winfrey has talked to him about it. A lot of people have talked to him about it.
Who? When?
Dude, I'm not good with these doggone names, but it's been people that have asked him. Like, I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not.
Okay. I mean, even if some people asked him to run for president, which, quite frankly, I've never heard this, and I'll give it to you. Fine, I've never heard it, but okay. But even if they did, fine, great. That still doesn't mean that anything that I've said is nullified.
Oh, I never listen. I never said anything that you said about people bringing up, you know what I'm saying, different things about other people, or that he never said it. I'm not saying that, because if I ain't hear it, I can't say that he didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything that you do say that I haven't heard or anything or brought up,
yeah,
I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it, and I'm gonna go do my own research on it.
Listen, but friend, hey, listen, no, friend, I want to tell you something. Nemo and I,
dude, I already said how old I was, Nemo.
I'm sorry, I was doing things. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I just want to say that we're not asking you to take our word on things. We're very happy to provide sources for you and to show you what we're talking about, man. That's what
I said.
I understand. I know.
I said
but I'm just saying.
I said I will check.
Okay.
I will check everything that you're saying.
Good.
I will.
I'm glad
that I do that.
Good.
But at the same time, I really don't see anything that he's doing, you know what I'm saying, to the detriment that y'all are talking about, that the media is talking about. I don't.
Okay, you live in California, right?
Yes,
Okay,
shitty California.
Okay, how do you think the economy?
Newsom
is,
is.
Hey, but all right. I'm. How do you think the economy is doing right now?
Well, the economy, it still sucks because wages have not gone up to keep up with everything.
Okay, when Donald Trump took office, was the economy going in a good direction or a bad direction? Which would you characterize it?
You talking about the first time or the second time?
I'm talking about this. Let's talk about this time. So in January of 2025, when Donald Trump assumed the office of the presidency, would you say that our economy was moving in the right direction or the wrong direction?
It was actually moving in the wrong direction.
It was moving in the wrong direction. Okay, how was it moving in the wrong direction?
If I believe right, our numbers had probably went up, I want to say about 5 or 8% or something like that, if I believe right. Some crazy stuff. I'm not sure. But I know it wasn't right.
Okay, when you say the numbers had gone up 5 or 8%, what numbers are you referring to?
Is that the GDP or something like that? I'm not sure, but I know
the GDP going up would be a very good thing. If the GDP rose 8%, that would be amazing. You're
okay. Well,
but,
then
but
I'm saying
here,
it wrong. Then
okay. So let me give you a couple of facts. When Joe Biden left office, unemployment was around 4.1%, which means we have full employment in this country, which is that's pretty amazing. We saw one of the largest periods of job creation in 4 years that we've ever seen. We nearly hit a 60-year.
Can I stop that right there?
Well, can I? Okay. Oh, what?
Okay, so I know you're saying that the job market went up and everything else, but I could have sworn I heard that there was I could have sworn I heard that the Biden administration they faked those numbers. Those numbers weren't right.
No, what you're talking about is you're talking about revisions. And what happens all the time from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics is after jobs numbers come out, what then happens is after the fact, they revise the numbers, because when the numbers come out, they're just an estimate. It's reporting from different places and businesses, and they're just giving an estimate in. Then once they get the real numbers, they go back in and they revise the numbers. Sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down. In the case of,
but they went down a lot though.
But not in any appreciable way to cancel out record high job creation under the Biden administration. So I understand what you're saying. By the way, under Donald Trump's administration, the same thing happened, that the BLS would come in after the fact and adjust the numbers. The same thing has already happened in Donald Trump's administration this time.
I'm sorry, sir, but the numbers were changed drastically.
No, they weren't.
Drastically.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't, sir.
Okay, so what was it revised to then?
Sir.
What was it revised to?
Sir, I've already explained to you how it works. The first number is an estimate based on reporting from various sources, like
so what is the second number?
And then the second number
what was
is
the second number?
Bud, I've already explained this. Were you not listening the first time? I really need you to try.
Listening.
Okay, then what's the second number?
I'm asking you, what's the second number?
I already told you this.
You did not say a second number. You just said it was revised. You never gave me a number.
I did. I said when they send the second number in, that's when they report the actual jobs created.
Okay.
So what happens
is
that
at least a million smaller than what that. I mean, not even a million. I'm gonna say 800,000.
That wasn't over.
Smaller than what
yeah,
the number.
and Bud, that wasn't on one jobs report. That was over a period of 12 months.
What's the difference? It wasn't right. It wasn't even close. What's the difference?
The same thing happened in Donald Trump's first administration, where multiple job reports were revised down. You don't know that?
Okay. And how much was that revised down?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I don't have it memorized because here's the thing, Moore. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Because this is what they do with every president all the time. That's how the jobs numbers work. They're estimates, and then they get the real numbers in, and then they revise them after the fact. The only person who's ever made this a big deal or said that it was something nefarious is Donald Trump. There's no president prior to him who has made this a thing or said that it was something sketchy. Not Obama, not George W. Bush, not Bill Clinton, not George H.W. Bush, not Ronald. No one said anything about it, and they all got their numbers revised by the BLS. Why is Donald Trump saying that it's somehow a scam or a thing? Is it because he doesn't like the fact that Joe Biden absolutely blew him out of the fucking water on job creation? And by the way, when I say blew him out of the water on job creation, even if it is that million jobs that we're talking about, Joe Biden still beats him, even when you take out C-19, by about 8 million jobs. So I think that they really would have had to do a lot more work if what you're saying is true.
Okay. All right. I'm still not seeing it, but all right.
What aren't
I'm
you?
hearing
What
you-
aren't
I'm
you?
hearing
What
what you're
aren't you?
saying.
I'm sorry. What aren't you seeing?
I'm just not seeing it right now. Like I said, what you're telling me and what I'm listening to, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to go do my research on it. I'm not just here to hold a, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just here to argue with you or disagree with you. I'm trying to get an understanding also.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because this politics shit is crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as hell. It's never directly straight up front to you. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta, you know what I'm saying, go behind this curtain to figure out what the hell this is, and then go over here and figure out some other stuff. So I'm on here trying to get everything from you, or try to at least understand where you're coming from. I don't understand right now, but
More. Hell, we lost you for a second. You said, I don't understand right now, and then whatever you said next, we lost you. Could you repeat what you just said, please?
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. We lost
I said
you.
I'm not understanding it completely right now.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding it completely right now, but I will do my research on it.
Okay.
On what you're saying, and hopefully I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hopefully you can.
And then hopefully I can understand where you guys are coming from.
Okay.
Because like I said, this politics stuff is not straight up and down like a straight arrow. You know what I'm saying? It got a whole bunch of mountain peak valleys in it and all of that.
Okay. That's
Hey, Tara, I don't need sources.
How have you voted in the past? Because you said you were 40.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say during COVID was when I started seeing a bunch of weird stuff I wasn't liking coming from the Democratic Party. More of my alignment is very conservative. I have a lot of very conservative values when it comes to life. And the way that I seen the Democrats running and the things that they're doing when they don't like what people are doing, the way they get upset, they want to mess up things and destroy things, especially me being from South Central, being a black brother from the hood. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And then y'all can't just tell me, Biden himself, tell me I'm not black if I don't vote for you. That's some racist ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's very fucking racist, period. And you can't tell me nothing else.
Okay. So how did you vote in the past? So obviously you didn't vote for Biden in 2020. So before that?
I didn't vote for nobody. The year Trump came down the thing, 2016? I didn't vote. I didn't vote. I was just I was getting on edge. You know what I'm saying? On both parties, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, forget politics in general.
Okay. And you didn't vote for Obama or the elections prior to that?
I did vote for Obama the first year he ran. The first year that he stepped into office, I voted for him. The second year, I did not vote for him. When Trump decided to run, I did not vote. So I didn't vote for like 3-4 years. I didn't vote.
Okay.
Not 3-4 years. 3 elections, my bad.
Right.
3 elections, I didn't vote. During COVID, yes, that's when I did vote. And like I said, it just, the Republican Party just seemed more, it aligned more with my values.
What are your values? Like, you say conservative values, like what are those? Like give me your most important, like, top 2 or 3.
The main one was I don't want nobody to get mad at me, but y'all is.
So
you know
just before you continue. So just so you understand my question. I'm not asking for like specific to the election. You said that you have very conservative values.
Yeah, I'm not.
I want you to like just give me the 2 that are the most important to you.
Okay, abortions. Abortions is one thing that's high to me. The kid sex changing, that's very high to me.
Okay.
Yeah, those 2 stand a lot. Those 2 stand up there a lot.
And so those 2 things motivated your vote for, I'm assuming in 2024 you voted for Trump.
No, that wasn't the key main factor, but it was other things that Trump had set in place 2016 once he came into office, certain things that he had set in place or that he had did. The first
like what?
What was that, the First Step Act? That one, the money to the HBCUs, because I went to a HBCU and they are underly funded. I went to Morgan State.
All right. How much did Trump give to HBCUs?
If I believe right, it was 500 million or something like that. If I believe right, it was pretty. I got to go back through my. I I got like over 30. I got a screenshot, not a screenshot, but like what do you call it? Like a PowerPoint presentation. It's about 33 slides of everything that he did in his first term.
So, with Trump, I think that your number is kind of close. I think that 500 million is about right. It may be just slightly less than that, but fine, we can round up. That's fine. So Trump doing 500 million to HBCUs. That was what motivated you to vote for him.
That was
2024?
that was one thing that helped me. You know what I'm saying? Motivate me. Yes.
So if Biden were to
continuously come to say that again. I'm sorry.
Sorry, there might be a delay. Yeah, I think there's a bit of a delay. So if Biden had given, let's say, 500 million or 600 million, like was able to give more to HBCUs, would that have affected your vote?
Yeah, that could have, but Biden, I mean, Biden.
Can I just have to interject one thing real quick? Nemo, the number is 255 million a year.
Gotcha.
255 million a year. I'll let you
So
continue.
that'll total. We'll just say 1 billion by the end of his first term, just to be fair.
Okay.
So that's Trump. So Trump does $1 billion by the end of his first term, and that's me assuming that he signed it the day that he took office, and like a lot of things, it's probably less than $1 billion, but I'm just going to round up
It's probably less than $1 billion. Yeah, that's why I said 500 million. Because I'm not really sure exactly when it was signed and all of that, but I know that the black universities didn't have to keep coming to a president every year asking for funding.
Okay. So
so that stopped the trip.
Right. And I mean, I think that funding HBCUs is really, really important. Like, I live in Georgia for a while. I live not that far from Atlanta. Like, I think funding HBCUs is really fucking important because Atlanta thrives because of that. So as far as like, Trump doing that, if Biden had done the same thing or had done, let's just say, a little bit more than that, would that have swayed your vote?
If I didn't know that Biden spoke at did a eulogy for a what do you call it, a high-ranking member of KKK, then that would have swayed me a little better. But I know that he was in the bed with them, at a time. And I'm sorry, but once a race is like that and that's well known, documented, and has pictures with them and hanging out with them and and then the racist comments that he has made, like, I'm sorry, that was pathetic. You're not gonna tell me you're gonna strip my blackness away because I didn't vote for you.
Yep. So the Biden administration from 2021 to 2024, all 4 years, totaled $17 billion to HBCUs.
17.
I'm sorry. 17. Go ahead.
I didn't hear you. It was a breakup going on, so I didn't hear anything you said until the 17 million.
That's cool. The Biden administration from 2021 to 2024 funded HBCUs. The total was about $17 billion. So 17 billion.
Oh, so they did listen to Ice Cube afterwards on the low.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Harris went to an HBCU. I feel like that might have had something to do with it.
Which school did she go to? Oh, she did.
Didn't she go to Spelman?
She went to Howard.
Howard.
She went to Howard. Yeah, she did.
Hey, you know, I know you were talking about Robert Byrd, and how appalled you were that Biden spoke there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know who else spoke at his funeral?
Who?
Barack Obama.
Yeah, and once
and
I
you know,
found out about
here's
Barack
the thing, bud.
you?
No, I'm gonna explain something to you now because it seems like you don't.
But I don't like Barack Obama either, though.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna explain something to you now. Robert Byrd was in the Triple K. He was. And then he spent the entire second half of his life making up for it, apologizing for it, marching with black leaders, talking about how he was a racist and how he was wrong. He literally did the thing that most white people would never, ever, ever fucking do, which is stand up and say, I was racist, I was wrong, I want to fix it. The NAACP gave him an award for his work. Jesse Jackson called him a friend. If you have a problem with Joe Biden speaking at Robert Byrd's funeral, then you simply don't know anything about Robert Byrd. Yeah, he was a piece of shit at one point in time, but he changed. And what's really strange, man, is that I don't hear you talking about Donald Trump getting hit with a suit from the DOJ for racial discrimination. I don't hear you talking about him calling for the lynching of 5 young black men in 1989, the Central Park Five. I don't hear you talking about that. I don't hear you talking about how he was notorious for clearing black employees off of the floors of his casinos when special guests would come by. Why aren't you talking about those things? Really strange. I've invited you to unmute now. Oh, he left. Okay.
Yeah, I was letting him dig.
I should have. Sorry,
No,
guys. I should have been more kid gloves. This is the only fucking op that we've had. I should have been more kid gloves. It's my bad.
So, this is from FacingSouth.org. This is just an excerpt from it. Nevertheless, by the early 2000s, Byrd had built a reputation as a staunch advocate for civil rights, earning 100% approval rating from the NAACP. He also championed funding for a national memorial to honor the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The greatness of women and men is often best judged from a historical perspective, he said at the time. History gives us the detached perspective that allows us to better understand and appreciate the person, the cause, and the legacy. The NAACP also, I believe, a representative attended his funeral, and they also released statements mourning his passing.
Yeah. Barack Obama isn't going to... the first black president of the United States of America, is not going to speak at the funeral of someone who is still an avowed racist. That man changed his fucking life. I have respect for that. You know, it's not like you. I'll criticize Joe Biden for a number of different things. That ain't one of them. Doug, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If I have a item that's worth $100. That's worth $100. More. Again,
it's 500%. That's what we're gonna say.
Yeah. What's the price now?
It's negative 400. All right.
Cool. So, are we gonna start seeing prescription substances at -$300, $400, $500? What's gonna happen? Is that a thing?
He was doing the new era of politics, right? He was stretching the truth.
Wait a second. So making up math is now just the new era of politics?
The fact that you asked me that means that there are certain people who wouldn't understand it. Dude, look, I'm not. I think that people are latching on to that statement, right? And I think it works, right? And I think that's what you have to do when you're in the presidency. Okay? Now, I didn't watch his speech because I know there's, an element of exaggeration. So I take away what his policies actually do. I don't take away his words, right? You it seems like you're taking away his words.
When the president of the United States promises to bring down prescription substance prices by 300%, 400%, 500%, are you saying that we shouldn't believe him?
No, what I'm saying is that it.
No, I asked you a direct question, Doug. I asked a direct question. If the president of the United States says, "I'm going to do this," are you saying we shouldn't believe the president of the United States?
I'm saying that I think people say what they need to say.
I am asking a simple question, and you can't give a simple answer. The president of the United States just said in front of tens of millions of people on live TV, he's going to bring down the price of prescription substances by 300%, 400%, even 500%. Is he lying to us?
It was stretching of the truth.
Is it stretching? Is it even possible? Okay, stretching of the truth would be like, I'm going to be able to bring prescriptions down from 60% when in reality it's going to be 30%. That's stretching the truth.
Okay.
Saying you're going to do something that's mathematically impossible, that's just lying.
You're assuming that people understand that.
No. I don't care if you understand it or not. I don't care if you're too fucking dumb to understand it. It's a lie. It's just a lie. Is it a lie or is it not a lie?
It's an exaggeration.
No, it's not an exaggeration. It's a fucking lie.
Okay. I see what you're saying right there, Matt. I do.
More, you see what I'm saying? Is it a lie?
I see that. I see that. I mean, yeah, I hear what old boy is saying. You know what I'm saying? It's the outcome of.
Yeah, if you stretch your truth and get outcome, let's say it's not a 500%. Let's say it's 30% or 20%. It's still successful.
But that's where Trump keeps fucking himself at when it comes to the people, because of the numbers that he gives out, and then he doesn't get close to it.
I know.
I do understand what you're saying, Matt. I know. He got to stop that though. That's what's fucking him. That's what's fucking him. It's his verbiage. That's what's fucking him.
First of all, we
Just
should
like
not
we
be
don't like the
arguing
way
against
Jasmine
each other.
Crockett is.
I'm not sure.
I'm not arguing with you, bro. I'm not. I just see. Look, like I said, I try to understand where everybody's coming from, and that particular thing that Matt is talking about, I do agree with him. Sorry.
All right. What Matt is saying is it's a lie. I'm saying it's an exaggeration of
I
the
literally
point he's
just
trying to
gave
make.
you the example of what an exaggeration would be. An exaggeration would be I can get prescriptions down 30%, but I say I'm going to get them down 60%. That's an exaggeration because you can do the first thing, but you're exaggerating and say, oh, I can do more. That is an exaggeration. Okay?
All right, so he's
That's an
overpromising.
exaggeration.
All
No,
right, so-
that's an exaggeration. A lie is when you say you're going to do something you cannot do. There is no way that he is going to take a prescription and reduce the price by 300, 400, or 500%. It would mean the government would be paying us to take them. That is not a thing that he can do. So it's just a lie.
If the lie works to make the end means be successful, then maybe it's not the worst thing. Okay.
You can use that logic for any agenda item. I can use that logic. If I use that logic, then I can just say, well, I don't care what Newsom has said in the past. I don't care how he has voted, what he has expressed support for, who he gets his money from, what bills he has signed or vetoed. I don't care. I don't care about his political past because he said he is the most progressive,
and he says
he's the most progressive candidate ever. But also,
he's leading the polls. He's leading the polls.
But also, hold on. If progressive scares you, that's okay because he also said that he is the most moderate candidate ever. Like,
Okay, but-
do you see?
I see what you're saying, but I'm also saying he's leading the polls by using provocative rhetoric. Okay, and what I'm saying is that's exactly the same thing Trump is doing.
No, it's not. So Trump, number one, Trump is the president of the United States.
Okay.
And the fact that he is behaving this way and talks the way that he talks is fucking embarrassing.
So anyway, are you disagreeing with the fact that provocative rhetoric gets you, I guess, I wouldn't say elected, but it gets you support? Is that what you're saying?
Provocative rhetoric? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, what is the echo? Oh my God. So provocative rhetoric, I mean, like if you're talking about clapbacks on Twitter that Newsom's press office does, or like memes that are just like, boom, owned, whatever. Dude, I mean, the right wing has been doing it for a while. And clearly the country was stupid enough to elect this guy after suffering through 4 years of him. So, I mean, okay. Like, yeah, there is some type of attention economy. So, yeah, because clearly, like, the whole liberal, oh, yeah, well, this is beneath us. This is beneath the office. And we should not stoop to such levels and sling mud like that. We have to conduct ourselves as gentlemen and gentle women. We must not succumb to our basal instincts to just say you're a fart face. Like that's how the Democrats had been operating for, I mean, basically since Bill Clinton. And hey, Newt Gingrich kind of gave the game away. Like Newt Gingrich came along in '94 and was like, "Hey, bitch, we're just gonna not we're not gonna work with you. We're just gonna stall. We're not compromising. Fuck you. We're gonna be dishonest the whole time and go scorched earth. And the outcome of that will be that you will perform poorly, and we will get elected, and we will come into power, and then we will try to get shit done.
Nemo,
and you, because you are
you're from Georgia, right?
Yes.
Right. And so, in certain schools, right, they still teach that the South won the Civil War, right? You're aware of that, right? And you know where I'm going with this, right? Or if you don't.
I've never once been taught that.
You've never been taught. All right.
I grew up in
southern states. In southern states, there are certain actual schools who believe the South won the Civil War. This is a real thing. I'm not making this up. I haven't made up anything whenever I come on this live. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna search this now, but I can tell you, I went to public school in Georgia, in rural Georgia, that was not taught.
But you know where I'm going with this.
Right, hang on one sec. I'm gonna let Nemo look that up because I need to make an announcement real quick. Can I get W's please in the chat for our friend Maui? W's in the chat for our friend Maui. Thank you so much for your generous green app, Maui. Very kind. She said, "Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you, Maui. I appreciate you, friend of the live, and very generous. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, Maui. W's for Maui, guys." While you're here, that's a great reminder. If you want to offer support to Nemo and I, you can do so via our links in our bios, via gifts here on the Tiki Talks. We appreciate you guys doing that. Make sure you're following. This is my backup account. Click through, follow my main account. This is Nemo's second account. Click through and follow his main account. Follow us on the Tube Politics with Matt, and then Nemo Says TT. You can see his name there in the description of the video. And lastly, join Nemo's Discord. Okay. Also, more. If you do want to join in the discussion, you also can. We normally don't have two ops up, but I figured that since it seemed like you got dropped by mistake, and since you came back up, I guess we'll allow it. So if you guys just try not to over talk each other, okay? All right, cool. So Nemo, did you find anything on this? Because now I'm super intrigued because I've heard old people. I will say, Doug, cancel culture. To your credit, I went to school at Florida State, and I've been in the boondocks of the Panhandle of Florida, okay? And I've had a very old woman call it the War of Northern Aggression, okay? Now that I've heard, the War of Northern Aggression, but that was a very old woman, and she wasn't claiming that the South won. She was just saying that the North started it, which is really weird. But okay.
That's all that I'm saying.
But it's not that stretch of a truth to think that if someone thinks that they also think that the South won the war. Dude, there are literally people, and specifically Georgia I mentioned, because that's why I heard it.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is that person that I'm talking about, this was now, God damn it, this is almost 25 years ago. Fucking damn it. This is almost 25 years ago now. And that woman had to have been in her late 70s, early 80s then. We're talking about someone who was almost certainly born in the 1920s.
Okay, but
was saying that to me.
Never
heard, but I've never heard anyone else say that to me since. Well, my point is that was something that happened a very long time ago. Yep, more.
Matt, can I say something about that?
Sure.
I mean, I heard that, but I still ain't. And my mom's a teacher, so that was one thing that I have not been able to prove that one yet. So I can't agree with that one though.
Where'd you go to school?
One, what you mean? Where did I go to school?
Like what state?
I'm in California. I went to school all up in California, Southern California.
California, obviously, California is not teaching this, obviously.
I mean,
but the point that I'm
go and get to your point, because I disagree with the premise
that there are certain states that teach that the South won the war, and their constituents believe it, right? Which is fine. And it's if you can stretch the truth, you can enact your policy that you want to enact, essentially, right? Because if you can believe the South won the war, then you can believe it's not that far to think that it's crazy for people to believe the thing like Matt said, 500%, right? It's not that crazy. But the point being is that he's doing it to enact his policy. And I think we can give some leeway for that purpose.
Leeway? Dude, what you're describing is just people lying. Like that's all that you're saying.
Yeah, that's a bunch of mojo, bro.
No,
Like,
you think people are lying?
I can tell you,
Doug.
Doug. I grew up, I was born and raised in the part of Georgia that elected Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like that part.
Did you go to private or public school, Nemo?
I went to public school. I grew up dirt poor. I couldn't afford private school. You crazy? No.
I'm just asking. All right.
No. So no, I went to public school, and I was never taught that the South won. I definitely heard plenty of people say, "Oh, well, Civil War wasn't exactly about slavery. That kind of happened later. It was a lot of it was about industry and how, the North was more industrialized and the South was more agrarian, and then the North kind of was oppressive with their policies, and the South didn't like it."
Can I give you another example that you might be more agreeable to, because you didn't learn this in your school and where they taught the South one? Okay, so let me give you a different perspective. Okay.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Hold up. The guy who ended slavery was a Republican, right?
Yep.
Okay, you see where I'm going with that?
No.
Well, right, parties switch at a certain time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still an argument that's used today, right? Fair?
Uh-huh.
That Republicans ended slavery, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that manner, you can convince people to believe certain things to pass your agenda, right? That's where I'm going with that, right? I use a different example because I guess you weren't taught that the South won in your state.
Yeah, because it makes no sense to teach that. Like
I know, but it is.
I live in Georgia.
I'm not rocking with this. I am not rocking with this. I've heard other Republicans say this shit, and I'm not rocking it, and I ain't seen no evidence of this. And bro, I see where you going with this, but this is stupid as hell. Please, I'm off this boat, bro. Like, I'm not rocking this boat with you, homie.
Dude, you think I'm making this? But here's the thing. You think I'm making this up? I'm not making this up.
You on a mini boat with everybody else, bro. Like, I'm not rocking with that one, dog. Like, please, just stop it.
Then present your argument then, because dude,
my end of it is the truth that everybody was taught in school, bro. I don't know where you that part right there that nah, bro. I'm good.
Like, Doug, you're saying that, well, even though we know that there was a party switch, people to this day say that, well, it was a Republican that ended slavery, therefore the Republicans aren't the party of slavery. And
bringing a valid point. Yeah.
A valid point? Is it a valid point or is it a dishonest point?
No, it's a valid point on how you can enact your policy by stretching the truth.
There's no truth to it. It's literally a dishonest point. Like, that's the problem, Doug. Do you think the party switch happened?
Well, you're talking to me who's more educated than the average person, so it's a little bit different, right?
Do you think the party switch happened?
I know it did.
Okay. So, I mean, this is a testament to educating people, right? Like teaching people the truth, teaching people history. Because if you don't teach them the truth, then yeah, they're going to grow up to believe a whole lot of bullshit.
I think the end goal is more important than the means to get into there. Overall, just as a person, that's what I think.
I mean, like, what policy is being accomplished by arguing that the party switch didn't happen?
Any agenda brought forth by the party.
Okay. So conversion therapy is being considered again as a valid thing.
Okay.
So tell me how that is in any way useful, and tell me how the party switch has anything to do with that.
I don't think sexuality is a major debate point, right?
It's not.
I don't like engaging in that topic because I don't think it's worthy of being talking about.
Why?
Because it's such a small percentage of population. When I talk about it's 1%, dude. It's not.
You're talking about trans people. I'm talking about conversion therapy, as in shocking someone who is gay over and over and over and over until they say, "Oh, hey, I'm straight now." That is conversion therapy. RFK Jr. has seemingly said that's, yeah, okay. That's what I'm talking about. No, that's not 1%.
Honestly, I don't know anything about that, so I'm not going to comment on that at all. Okay.
Does it sound like a good thing to you?
I don't know. I don't know if you're being 100% honest, and if you're being truthful. And that's
well,
what
I mean, Doug, based on the conversation that we were having just now, it sounds like me being honest doesn't matter.
All right.
But I can tell you, I put 100 on it. Conversion therapy is absolutely a thing described exactly how I said it, and RFK Jr. has expressed support for it or is open to it.
I feel like you're attacking me and only me. When more you came
I'm not
up here,
attacking you, Doug. I'm attacking the people that you support. I'm attacking the party. I'm attacking a bunch of backwards ass chuckle fucks that hail from the same shithole that I grew up in. The same people that desperately want to scream the N-word at more openly and without consequence are the same motherfuckers who would string up every gay person they could find if they knew they would get away with it. Like the log cabin Republicans, they want to set the log cabin on fire. That's who these motherfuckers are.
First of all, I don't come from a place like that. And more, you came up here, you said you voted for Trump too. So why are you leaving me out here to hang dry, dude? What the fuck?
All right, listen here, bro. It's certain things, like I said, it's certain things I rock with, and it's certain things I don't rock with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear what you saying, but I can't rock with that part. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be changed. I can't. It still make no sense to me. The truth is the truth. I hear what you saying logically. You know what I'm saying? Where you coming at, but that's something in history I ain't trying to change. And I think millions of others like me feel the same way.
So you're up on this panel. So you came up here because you support Trump as well, right? Like I do, for not the same reasons. So can you please explain those reasons why you did? Can we find some common ground here? which is weird for me to say
We
from
have
somebody else who
we have bro. We have a lot of common ground. It's just that right there I don't rock with. It's certain things that Democrats do or won't, I rock with. And it's a lot of things that they do and won't, I don't rock with. So I guess I might as well as be an independent.
Sure. Being an independent is better than supporting a cult leader. So that's good. I like that more. That's good. Cancel. Doug, I got to ask you one thing though. We really need to establish something here if we're going to continue talking. Is there such a thing as just telling a lie? Yes or no?
Yeah, there is.
Cool. So what Donald Trump did tonight was he just straight up told lies.
I didn't see it, but
hold on.
I had to guess.
Hold on. He said verbatim that he was going to that we would see prescription drug prices come down 300, 400, 500%. That's what he said. Is that a possible thing? Is it actually possible for that to happen?
No.
Cool. So is that a lie?
It was.
Is that a lie?
It might have been, but for the reasons that I said, right? For the overall end goal.
No, there is no such thing. Okay, you're trying to say that there's some way of making it something or justify. There's no justifying it. He just told a lie. Can you just admit that the guy fucking lies out his ass? He lies. He lied. It's a lie. Just say it.
Matt, what?
All right,
what
here's a question. Here's a question for you. Do you know what's in a Tom Collins?
Yeah.
Cool. Nemo, do you know how to make a Tom Collins?
No.
Cool. Watch this. Nemo, a Tom Collins is made with vodka, sour mix, and lime juice. Okay?
Okay.
Doug, did I just lie to Nemo?
I think you might have, yeah.
Why? He doesn't know what's in a Tom Collins. How could I lie to him? I thought it was dependent on whether or not the person could interpret the information and knew the information. Or are there things that you can simply say that are fucking verifiable lies? Because a Tom Collins is made with gin, lemon juice, and simple syrup.
I thought it was tonic in there, but
you also put a splash of tonic on the top. Yes.
Okay. Well. Okay. First of all,
or soda water depends on who's making it.
Okay, Matt, you kind of fucked me there with that example.
Yeah, because we have to admit that there are verifiable lies. It doesn't matter if the person doesn't know the information. It didn't matter that Nemo doesn't know what's in a Tom Collins and couldn't call me out on the lie. That doesn't matter. What matters is I lied to him.
I see where you're trying to go with that. And I guess there's an element of truth to what you're saying when you brought that example up. But I think that you're not acknowledging the element of truth that I'm saying as well. Okay? And that element in truth is that you have to appeal to the populace in any way, to make your end goals get implemented.
More,
right?
do you?
And that's it.
More.
And I'm
No, Doug. I want to ask more. More. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with your compatriot here who voted for Donald Trump that just anything you have to do to get to your end goal, that's warranted? Just lie to people, exaggerate, say whatever the fuck you have to say? Is that how we are now? Is this the country that we live in? Do you agree with that?
I think, yeah. Yeah, I think everything is exaggerated on both sides. And that's just facts. Like, you can ask any black person, black American, and things that was promised to us, you still ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? And that go for every nationality. So, yeah, things is over exaggerated. I mean, I kind of understand why the why the Somalis is doing what they doing. Shoot, but I mean, who am I?
I mean, Doug's literally arguing that the ends justify the means, and
yeah.
I mean that's a really bad way of approaching anything.
First of all, it's a middle ground take because, like, your party can do the same thing that my party can or is also doing. Okay, so it's a middle ground take because it's not. It doesn't benefit one side. Okay, and I come up here to give you grounds for argument that are beneficial to both sides.
But was it?
And
but
that's
was
one.
it cancel? But that's what Nemo was just saying not too long ago, right? When you were talking about what president was running something and folks was holding out, and when the Republicans got their turn, you know what I'm saying? What were you saying? I'm sorry if I didn't.
Yeah, I'd mentioned that Clinton was elected, and then Newt Gingrich, he was a Speaker of the House. He got elected in '94. Okay. And he basically said, yeah, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to help, and to fuck over the Democrats, basically.
So what I'm saying is, so who started this? Who started this tit for tat shit?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know who started it. I'm just telling you how it works.
Look, at the end of the day, it's a fucking game, man. So,
I mean, like the tit for tat thing. Like, I'm biased on this. I've never pretended to be like some neutral arbiter or whatever. I'm very left wing. I'm going to say that like this really kicked off with Newt Gingrich. But you can make arguments that it started before. And you could probably tie it to a Democrat. I don't know what the congressional politics was like throughout Reagan, but maybe that. I don't know.
Yeah, but Nemo, what I'm arguing is that this is where we're at. You're arguing this is how it should be, and that's
no.
Those are two differences in understanding reality. Really.
So, okay, but you're saying this is where we're at, and I understand like approaching this from like a realist perspective or whatever, but what you're saying, that's not realism. That's not or pragmatism or whatever. That's not what this is. You're saying that you're literally saying it's okay that Trump is lying to people because he wants to get his agenda through. So it's okay because it's effective to lie to people.
No.
And that is okay with you. Like, is it effective to lie to people? Yes. Yes, it's very effective to lie to people.
Well, then, hey,
because when
maybe,
people are lied
maybe-
to,
well,
you
here-
can just make them believe whatever you want, and you can get a lot of shit done. The problem is that the ones that tend to lie a lot, I mean, they tend to be the bad guys, you know?
But Nemo, maybe instead of blaming the politicians doing it, maybe you should blame the people for not being knowledgeable enough. Maybe that is
fucking incredible. That is amazing. Don't blame the arsonist. Blame the homeowner because their house was flared.
No.
What?
Doug, I'm going to tie directly into what Nemo told you. I'm going to dovetail this so fucking perfectly for you. It's going to make your head fucking spin. What Nemo said was perfect about Newt Gingrich. And do you know how we got Newt Gingrich?
Honestly, no. I think
Rush
that was a little bit
Limbaugh.
overtime.
We got Rush Limbaugh. And do you know how we
Okay.
got Rush Limbaugh?
Yeah, because people were traveling back and forth from work.
Wrong. We got Rush Limbaugh because our politicians, the Republicans, they got rid of the fairness doctrine. That was what gave rise to this super hyper partisan conservative radio and then conservative fucking news media like Fox News, where you didn't have to tell the truth all the time and you could present opinion as news because there were no longer any standards to go by. The fairness doctrine used to say, if you're going to present this opinion, you have to present an equal amount of time for the other opposing side's opinion. That was the only way that you could do it. They got rid of the fairness doctrine in 1987 under Reagan. That's when Rush Limbaugh started. That's what gave rise to this brand of republicanism that started in the 1990s, which Nemo fucking clocked. That's 100% right. And that morphed into the fucking Tea Party, and that morphed into MAGA. Clock it. You can literally draw the fucking line straight back to that shit. That's it. That's what it is. If you don't like hyperpartisanism, great. Blame Ronald Reagan and the Republicans in the late 80s. They started it.
All right, I think that Republican views were getting drowned out, and that's where that entire policy even started.
Republican views were getting drowned out during the Reagan administration.
Right before George H.W. Bush got elected, which meant 12 straight fucking years of a Republican in the White House. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
That's why the policy was enacted, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
So just to really illustrate how wrong that statement is, you said you were 40, so that means, do you have any memories of like the 80s?
I was born in 86.
Yeah, do you have any memories of like the late 80s? Well, I mean, I guess early 90s would still count. So,
you're not much older than me, Mar.
Let me know.
Right, so let me see. I guess you would say 96.
Okay. Yeah,
is when I started.
Yeah, that might be a bit too late then. Yeah, I need to think that one through. Anyway, so just to really illustrate the point, I mean, it might still work. So, this is your brain. Finish this statement.
This is your brain on drugs, and you're talking about a drugs that
brain on drugs.
Okay, now this one. Mr. Gorbachev.
Break down that wall. Sure. What's your point? Where are you trying to go with it?
I wasn't near yet.
Okay, but you still know that statement, right?
Mr. Gorbachev, Tear down this wall. My Reagan impression sucks, but yeah.
I don't remember that.
there was this awful scourge of people. They were reported on in the newspaper. They were called welfare.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Babies, welfare babies. Yeah.
No.
Nope.
So there were these awful, evil people that were taking advantage of the government. They were called welfare. What?
Recipients.
Queens. Welfare queens. And then there were these babies that were born during this awful time in America when this new substance was introduced to certain communities. And these babies, they were born. They were born and they were on something.
Moore said
what was it called?
He just said it.
Crack babies.
There you go. Yeah.
I know a lot of them.
So the point is, oh wait, this one might be a bit harder. Okay. Government is not the solution. Finish that.
It's the problem.
There you go.
It is a problem.
So
I'm not aware of this statement.
I got another one. Make America
great again.
Yes. Also Reagan.
Right.
The point is that all these things that I've said, they became household slogans. Everybody to this day knows them. I was born. Bill Clinton was in office. Like,
what are Democrats? Slogans?
He was totally not inhaling in office by the time that I was born. But guess what? I know about all those things.
Okay.
Conservative slogans do hit.
Yeah, I mean, like I've described Ronald Reagan as being like the McDonald's of racism. Like that's who he was. He was able to come up with these things that were either overtly or subtly racist that were so easy to just digest and remember. And they were just like snappy. It's like crack babies. Oh, okay, cool. What was it? Oh, well, this was more, I guess, technically Hillary, but super predators, right? Thugs, yeah.
Make
welfare
queens slogan, and then it works. All right. So I'm not sure what your point is, or
my point is that all of the things that I said were bullshit. All the things that I said, it was all bullshit.
But there's another aspect that you're neglecting to acknowledge, that it was effective, right?
So was that is the equivalent of saying
point
that
I'm trying to make, dude.
Okay.
Singular point I'm trying to make, because I don't want to expand from there, because I want to take it slowly. And that's the only point I'm trying to make right now. Right? I'll make other points later. But like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Dude, if your point is the same thing that I said earlier, which is that lying is effective. Yeah, lying is effective because you don't have to tell the truth.
Let's start with the slogans, right? Those slogans worked, right? Because every slogan that you mentioned was from a politician who was elected in office, right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, they were all from Reagan, except for the Super Predators one.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so those were elected politicians who, whether you agree with them or not, were elected into office, and probably partially, or I would say a good percentage of it would be because they came up with those slogans, right? Regardless if they're true or not. And then once they were in office, they enacted the policy that they whatever they want to enact, right? Okay, so do you understand why I think this is an okay thing?
No. Because again, this is the ends justify the means. That's ultimately what you're saying. Here, we're going to take this to the extreme to really illustrate how
don't even go.
insane
Do not go
this
to Germany.
logic is.
Do not go to Germany.
Thanks, dude.
I'm not going to go to Germany.
Okay.
I'm going to make a hypothetical using the ends justify the means.
Okay.
I, Nemo, am running for president in 2032. I intend on curing cancer. I will reduce cancer rates inside the United States of America to 0%.
You got my vote.
Nemo 2032. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Fine print.
I believe that.
I am going to take all people who are diagnosed with cancer and drop them in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, now what you're doing is freakonomics type of argument, dude.
No.
That's what you're doing. That's
Hold on. There won't be any people in America with cancer.
And how do you end hunger? That's the same argument that you're making, dude.
No. There aren't any people in America with cancer anymore because I dropped them all in the
poverty
ocean.
And how do you end hunger? It's the same argument you're making. You're making a freakonomics argument.
Nemo, stop it.
I mean, like that is the ends justify the means. That it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how I accomplish this promise, so long as I am effective in it or whatever. People believe my lie.
You know what I'm talking about when I mentioned that?
Dude, no.
Okay. Well, the freakonomics argument was that basically, how do you end world hunger, right? You eat babies who are in poverty, right? That's so what you're arguing is the same logic as that, right?
Yeah, it's the ends justify the means. Yeah.
No, well, I'm not going that extreme, dude.
The point is, the logic is the same. The ends justify the means is the logic that has been used to do fucking horrific things for centuries.
Or oil.
The ends justify the means has been this mantra that has been repeated by some of the most evil motherfuckers to breathe air. Stalin, Mao, Pol Pot, Hitler, Goebbels.
Well, I don't know what the fuck they said, but first of all,
they all said that the ends justify the means. Mao said the Great Leap Forward. Mao said that we're going to industrialize China. We're moving away from an agrarian society. We are industrializing. We're doing it in 5 years. Great leap forward, bitch, by any means necessary. We are going to show that China has strength on the world stage. We're going to do it. We're going to do it by exporting grain. Oh, we have a famine? Guess what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that we have a famine. Because we are going to continue to hit the metrics on exports when it comes to grain. Because if we, for a second, appear weak to other countries, they will take advantage of us. And we are ending this century of humiliation. We are moving forward. That was Mao. Tens of millions died because of that.
Okay, I'm aware of that. They also had tens of millions die throughout their entire history. But okay, but more, you were saying something?
Stalin? Just one more purge, and then we will achieve a communist state. Just one more purge.
No, what I said is China has a history of a lot of people passing away. Okay, throughout their history, right? Most people who pass away, right, for different reasons. Now, what I was saying besides that was that more. You were saying something?
Oh man, I was saying hi to the dog, man.
Okay, well,
Matt, nice dog, bro.
Thanks. That's Obi-Wan.
Nah, go ahead, man. I'm just listening. I'm getting information, bro. Like I said, I just like hearing other people's, you know what I'm saying, commentary and history and everything else. Cause I know my history. You know what I'm saying? So I still gotta learn everybody else's history. But go
Or
ahead.
do you like you got to be careful what you say on TikTok. Do you like Second Amendment devices?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you exercise your Second Amendment right that often? Because you're in California, so I'm just curious.
When I have to, depending on where I'm at, yeah.
Okay. It's a pain in the ass to get one of those in California, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Not really. It's pretty easy to get one. It's not that hard like everybody would think it is. Going the legal way, it's not that hard, bro. It's not.
Let me amend that. To carry it in public.
Oh yeah. It's pretty hard. It's pretty.
Do you have issues with those things?
No, I live in Georgia. We have constitutional carry, so I can literally carry without a permit. It doesn't matter.
Have you been to a range?
What?
Have you been to a range?
Yes.
Okay, so
Doug, how do you not know my stance on the Second Amendment?
Well, I
feel like we've had this discussion.
I should have assumed. No. First, we haven't. Second of all, I should have assumed because you're in Georgia, I guess. But I also agree with this perspective, and I think that everyone should go to a range because you learn how to respect it when you go to a range. Right? I didn't respect it before that.
How do you feel about open carry?
How do I feel about open carry?
Yeah.
I feel it's sometimes a good idea to make political statements.
You know who disagrees with that? This is the reason that I asked Moore in the first place, because he's in California. Once upon a time in California, back in the was the 60s, there was this group. And these group of people, they realized, hey,
yeah, Black Panthers.
We gotta get some equal rights up in here. And these motherfuckers, there's a bunch of racist motherfuckers that keep harassing us. So what we are going to do is avail ourselves of our Second Amendment right and open carry in public and escort people. The Black Panthers made it abundantly clear that they were going to start doing that. The governor of California said, "Oh, fuck that. Holy shit. Oh my God, get my jelly beans. Not today." His name was Ronald Reagan.
Okay.
Yeah. So like part of the reason why it's such a pain in the ass today with California and pew-pews is literally because of Ronald Reagan. It's fucking wild. And he did it because of racism. He literally did it because he was a racist piece of shit. It's amazing. Like,
no, I understand that. Ronald Reagan did a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, that was very detrimental. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I do.
And Doug, I do this party trick every time whenever somebody asks me about my stance on 2A. So are you listening?
Yeah, obviously I always listen to you.
So why are they trying to ban it all across the nation?
They're not. Did you hear that, Doug?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my stance on two-way.
All right. Well, I didn't know that. All right. I've learned something else about you. Okay. All right.
It is extremely common in the South. It's like part of growing up in the South.
And
my first experience was when I was camping with my parents. I think I was 8 or 9 years old, and my I call him my dad, my stepdad, but he's my dad basically. He taught me about it. Like that's a very common thing in the South.
Yeah, probably.
But I'll give you one other thing that you'll learn. Under no pretext.
South one, right? Same thing.
Under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered. Any attempt to disarm the workers must be frustrated by force if necessary. Who said that?
That makes you a moderate, dude. I think that you're a moderate at heart.
I am going to disprove that in real time.
Okay.
I'm going to say the quote again. I want you to take a guess, you and more. Okay? I want you to take a guess who you think said it or what their political persuasion was.
Okay. Go ahead.
Under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered. Any attempt to disarm the workers must be frustrated by force if necessary.
Douglas Arthur.
No.
No, I was thinking a random ass white name that sounds old. Dude, obviously nobody fucking knows who that is.
I know. I know.
You know? Matt, you know this?
Was it a president?
It was not a president.
Douglas Arthur.
I don't know.
If you had to take a guess what their political persuasion was, are they right wing, they left wing, conservative, moderate, liberal?
People are saying Karl Marx. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know much about him, but
wait, is that true? Karl Marx?
Yes, that is true. Karl Marx.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're a fucking communist. Oh shit, I forgot about this.
Doug,
I forgot about this.
This is wild, man.
I remember now.
I don't call myself a communist. I call myself a socialist most of the time. But yeah, Karl Marx, the guy who literally developed the concept or the political theory of communism, the guy who wrote the Communist Manifesto, the guy who wrote Das Kapital.
Still haven't read that damn thing.
The manifesto is actually it's a pretty easy read. Das Kapital, I ain't even trying that shit. It's way too thick.
I have it.
Like the manifesto, it's short and pretty easy to read. Like because it was designed to be, easy to read and share and all that. But legit, the guy who came up with communism said that. The point is that no, I am not a moderate. No, Second Amendment devices are not exclusive to right-wing people. Because the joke is, amongst leftists, when you go far enough left, you get your guns back.
What I like about you, what I like about Matt, is that I think you guys are extreme in different ways. As am I, and I think that we don't all agree on the same topics, but we are passionate about what it is that we do believe in. And your passion for what you're talking about, makes me think about certain things, right? And I've changed my opinion on certain aspects. Right. I just think fundamentally we disagree, which we already know that. But I think the main thing that we disagree on is that what I mentioned earlier, and I'm not trying to, keep saying the same thing, but that the end means is worth however you get there. And I think that, from your perspective and from Matt's perspective, if you could get to that end means that both of you guys support, I think you'd be okay with it. And if you're not okay with it, then it means you don't support that value enough. Because you do whatever it takes to get there if you really, truly believe it.
No?
No.
Because you believe in certain systems in place to regulate.
Hold on, Doug, Nemo. I'm going to say one word right now, and I want to know if you'll think about the same thing that I'm thinking about.
Hyperbole?
No, Doug. One word. Pen.
He has no idea what you're fucking
No. Give him 1 second.
Okay.
Because Doug's talking about the ends justify the means, and if you believe in something, you should just do anything to get there. And the first thing that popped in my head was a pen.
Can you elaborate?
I'm gonna say
Wolf of Wall Street?
No, I'm gonna say it. Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson.
When Jordan Peterson with fucking Parker made the fucking the argument when he was making the fucking this is the same. You're making the same fucking argument, dude. That like
what? I don't know who he is.
I know you don't, but you're making the argument like, well, if you believe in something enough, then you should. Jordan Peterson in a debate with Parker made the argument. He's like, would you be willing to die for this pen? Like, I'm willing to die. Like, what? Like, if you believe in something enough, like anything? No, I'm not gonna give my life for the pen, no matter how much I believe it. Like, people have limits, dude. No.
I agree with you there. That's the thing. I agree with you there. What I'm saying is that there's other actions you can take to get there, right? Not giving up your life, right? That's not what I'm advocating, and that's not what I'm saying.
No,
that's
I understand that that's not what you're saying, but I was just using that just as just an example. But there's varying degrees, and just saying like that you're willing to do anything or the end justifies the means. Again, lots of terrible people have used that rationale to do lots of terrible things, dude.
Yeah, and good people have also used it, right? And what I'm saying is that
wait a second, time out. What good people are we using this example with?
I'm just saying that there have been good people.
Like who?
Probably.
Like who?
Probably.
Like who?
Ahmed. Probably George Washington. Probably Lincoln.
Wait. Hold on. What would George Washington's end justify the means? What would that be? What are you talking about?
Fighting against the British, probably, right? I would say that maybe that qualifies, right?
No, but what's?
No, you asked me a question.
Okay. When you say the ends justify the means, that means that what does the expression mean, Doug?
That you do whatever it takes to get the end goal implemented or whatever.
But we're talking about doing things that are considered to be bad, considered to be socially unacceptable, right? To get to what you consider to be the good thing. So using George Washington as an example of like fighting for what he believed in and leading the troops in the Revolutionary War, it doesn't really qualify under that.
I guess you can argue. Well, I guess you can argue it's bad to fight against your home country, right? I guess you can argue that.
No,
right?
no. It's not that. Okay, it would be like if he did something that was like terrible, like if he committed, war crimes to do, like if he was brutal and like tortured British soldiers like needlessly and was a just cruel and awful person, and that was how he won the war. And you'd be like the ends justify the means, like he or he used like dirty underhanded tactics, he didn't do that.
Now that I see where you're going with, I can give you a prime example.
Great. What?
Tar and feather. Right?
What?
That's right down the line of what you spent. Tar and feathering.
Okay.
Tax collectors.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I know I'm going a little bit way too back.
I know what someone getting tarred and feathered is. The ends do not justify the means. No one is claiming that they do.
No, but that's one example of how the ends justify the means, because
George Washington didn't tar and feather anybody.
I'm just saying the action of it that was done throughout the colonies. Dude, look.
Yeah, Doug, you're really bad at arguing this. So this is the good argument for what you're saying. Sherman.
There you go.
That would be an example that works.
Very good.
How so? I don't know shit about Sherman, to be honest.
Well, General Sherman was a great man. He introduced the concept of, bitch, we're not owning people anymore, to the state of Georgia. He came down and with his evangelizing tools, he got his congregation together and said, "Hey guys, we're all gonna march 50 miles wide. We're gonna march in a line from here," which was the top of Georgia, all the way to Savannah, Georgia. Sherman, he was a great guy. He came along, he said, "Hey, we're going to cut a 50-mile wide path of education through this state that thinks it's okay to own people. And along the way, when we find people who are owning other people, we're going to free those people and punish people that own them. And we're going to continue to do that the whole fucking way from the top of Georgia to the sea." It was called Sherman's March to the Sea. Now, I feel like he didn't do enough, because holy God, the chuckle fucks today that still believe that the South had a point. It's wild. I don't think that Sherman marched enough. But when he marched,
I think I made a very good point when I mentioned tar and feathering. I think I made a very good point. And I feel that Matt knows it's a good point.
Oh my God, dude. Did George Washington tell people to tar and feather colonists? Yes or no?
No, but it led to America.
Then no, it didn't lead to America. Tarring and feathering people, number one, it did not lead to America. Not only was it not like truly, it was divisive. People a lot of times didn't like it. You don't even understand that. Like, people getting tarred and feathered was a divisive tactic. Yeah, some people did it. But other people looked upon it and they were like, that's brutal, that's torture, we don't like it. It was, in fact, it turned people away from the colonists who were trying to revolt. Do you not know this?
Honestly,
it's
no.
not. It's not what you think, dude. By the way, Moore, I saw you had to drop. Good night to our friend Moore. We appreciate you being civil and thank you for coming up and chatting with us. If you'd like to come up another time,
You're
Moore,
from
that's
Massachusetts.
Fine. What's that?
You're from Massachusetts, where this whole thing started. First of all, okay.
Yeah, I know a lot about it.
Okay.
Yeah, where this whole thing started. You're welcome, by the way, for America. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome. But anyways, that's a good point to wrap things up for tonight. So, because I've got to get some sleep, and I already did a live earlier today, and I'm very tired. So,
Before we go, Ken, you had sent these earlier. Sorry, I didn't read them off when I was talking about Mal. Yeah, 45 million in 5 years under Mal. And you said, I don't understand why people vote against their well-being, yet here we are. They vote against their well-being because the means are very convincing. They vote against their well-being because it's okay to lie to them. And I mean,
stop saying it like it's a bad thing, dude.
Yes, lying to people is a bad thing. Donald Trump lied and said that he was going to fix everything.
Yeah,
we told you the entire time that was bullshit. You said, nuh-uh, here we are now. We are actively entering a recession. We are on the precipice of war with Venezuela. We are committing straight-up war crimes on a regular basis throughout the Caribbean. All of our allies are shunning us and turning to China. And we get to deal with the remnants of the shit that is being smeared into the walls as we speak for the rest of my natural life. And you get to be there the whole time telling me, well, it wasn't that bad.
Yep. So there you go.
I guess we'll leave it there.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Guys, thank you so much for coming in tonight and hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow night. So if you didn't get a chance to get in tonight, drop a follow. Come in tomorrow night. But please make sure that you know that this is my backup account. Make sure you're following my main account. This is Nemo's number 2 account. Make sure that you're following his main account, and then he has a couple of other accounts as well. Make sure you're following both of us over on the tube. Mine is Politics with Matt. If you find me in the description of the video, you'll find Nemo's. Also, join us over on the tube. Join us over on Discord. You can find the link in Nemo's bio. Copy and paste that into a browser. That's how it's going to work. I'm going to post up the Korean skincare shit that I promised earlier. Okay? And you're going to be glad. I'm going to even give you a fucking product link. Okay? That's the kind of guy that I am. So, there you go. We're going to do that. So tomorrow night, we'll be back 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So I don't think that I have anything else to read off. I think that we should find someone to raid. I think that's what we should do. So I don't know. I see Carbon is on. I see lives in live. I was gonna say Carbon is on. Yeah, Carbon is on. What do you think? Or I don't know if you got someone else I'm in.
Yeah, let's do Carbon.
Okay. Guys, we're going to Carbon. It's Carbon Says. Tell him that Nemo and I sent you. Hey, just we really appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us, especially double thank yous for hanging out with us, especially I know we didn't have a lot of ops tonight, but you guys were troopers hanging out for all that time. Thanks for being with us, listening to us shoot the shit for a while. So appreciate it. Let's go hang with Carbon. And then we're going to see you guys back tomorrow night. And all right, cool. Good night, you guys. Night, Nemo.
Bye, man.
Later. And we'll see the rest of you guys over on the tube later on. Good night, everybody.